Howdy, folks. Welcome to Mosaic Team 5, our original Starfinder campaign. I am Joe Treff, your game master for this evening, but joining me are my friends, Matt, Dan, Olive, Kara, and Ari. We're going to play some Starfinder, but before we do, a couple of quick notes. First of all, we have a website, albronrpg.com. There is a whole bunch of information there about this campaign, about the other one, Hello Talon. There is also albronrpg is our username on Instagram, Twitter, pretty much anything social media related. All of our old sessions are up on YouTube. Excuse me. All of a sudden, after everything that I've done today, I'm losing my voice now.
I lost it Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I got it back, though, as you can tell.
Yeah. We have bits and channel points. There are two ways that you can interact with this channel. Channel points are something that you accumulate just by watching. You can use those to influence the storyline that is happening kind of in the background right now. This is the Junk Falls Will Always Be Junk storyline, and there are currently two different rewards that you can redeem. One or the other will push the story in a particular direction, so you can read the descriptions and decide what's right for you. And then channel points, bits are Twitch's microcurrency. That is something that you can use to directly support the stream. It is something that directly cash value translates to assisting us in a lot of ways. We're actually getting a check on the 15th from Twitch.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to vote. If anybody has any suggestions as to what you want us to spend that on, that you can will improve the viewing experience, please let us know.
Cosmetic surgery for Matt.
Yeah, that'll
Is
be
that a
great.
check big enough for that?
Oh, your face.
Yeah, I know.
Ouch!
Man.
Deep cuts, Ari.
So yeah.
My empathy
here
well
I-
is so dry
Here
right
I
now.
was feeling good about myself. Well, thanks.
I'll build
So,
you
yeah.
up just to break you down later.
Yeah, apparently.
And those bits will go towards changing the game almost immediately. A couple of bits can do things like resupply our heroes, refuel the ship. A few more can do things like add an intern to the group, which you can then promptly leave on your ship to babysit a mobster. Or
It's an important job.
a few more could buy pizza for the whole group immediately.
Pizza.
In real
We don't
life.
even need it anymore. Everybody pulls through for each other.
Yeah, you
now,
guys all
so.
bring food pretty much
But,
every day.
we're not going to say no to pizza.
Oh, I would
Yeah, who would say
definitely
no to
eat
pizza?
it.
Let's just shout out Ari for this awesome bean dip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this dip is great.
Oh yeah, look, I can bring up on our combat cam. You can see the bean dip. Look at that.
Hey, sparkly.
So yeah, all that stuff and more. That is all made possible through bits. And then finally, for music like this smooth jazz that you hear in the background, we have Sirenscape, which is a digital tool set that you can use to add music and sound effects to your life, and games and birthday parties and whatever you want. That is Sirenscape. And with that, oh, look at that beautiful jazz.
For the record, Talon, I'm still fucking flawless.
Smooth. I'm into it.
Yeah, I
You
said
are.
it.
No, you are.
Don't get... Stop raising me up. I'm just waiting for the fall now. And I was going to tell you about the new medbay pieces and stuff.
Ooh.
Which
Ooh,
I just
fun.
did. But, I was going to make it...
When did those come in?
pieces?
Are they fresh as of
you
this
Yeah,
week?
the medbay. Yeah.
Did you just paint them? Or are they
Oh.
new?
I think they're new,
Yeah,
right?
they've been here for a minute.
Those have
Oh,
been there for a
really?
while, yeah.
Wow. Well, it's new to me, damn it.
Usually the ship is on the other end of the table.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's facing the other way.
Okay. So, Mosaic Team 5.
Oh, we got the couch.
That's
That I
show you what
bought.
they're all looking
oh
at right here.
nice.
Thanks.
That's our stand-in for Red, I believe.
Who? Red's he's in the bathroom, I
Yeah,
believe.
I see him.
Oh yeah.
Because his legs are broken,
No,
so
he's
he's
No,
right.
other
So
bathroom.
bathroom closest to you.
This one.
hallway bathroom.
Oh.
That is Peep standing.
Oh, Peep stand-in. I knew it was a stand-in for something.
There you go.
Peep looks
He's looking
badass.
fierce.
Mosaic Team 5. Last that we played, you squared off with Doxy, her son, and a trio of hirees, including none other than Diego, a bounty hunter once spurned by all of you after he semi-assisted you in taking down a bounty. You completed your first lap of Lockout, with Spice scoring 2 insanely lucky shots with her junk cannon to down both Edith, Doxy, and Diego himself. Bubs, you tore down the middle of the pack, throwing objects out of your craft after discovering that inflatable beach balls were a less than optimal ammunition type for the junk cannon.
Throwing things is also bad. I rolled none higher than a 10 that whole game.
Also true. Echo, you took pot shots at several crafts, analyzing before shooting, making careful tactics that almost made them miss the beacon, but at last minute, they were able to maneuver through, keeping up with the rest of the pack. Shade, you kept towards the front, dueling with Eddie Doxy, who Edith was running interference for, before ultimately being shot down by the Yosoki mechanic for the other team that Gibbs had empowered. And only because of Gibbs' help.
Only to take me down.
Jeez.
The only thing. Gibbs, you reached out with your mind, and as Eddie approached the finish line, you froze elements of the craft, causing it to slam at maximum speed into a boulder. You watched as this destroyed the craft, also Eddie's leg, which exploded like a watermelon, and catapulted him towards the horrified onlookers of Chili's Cove, many of which filming the events on their communicators. You all returned to the beach, liaised with Teddy Newport, who is relatively pleased with your performance, and as the ambulance carries away an unconscious Eddie, a sobbing Edith, and a pair of paramedics, that is where we begin for the evening. Give me just one moment.
Did you mention Shade too?
Shades.
Still
Shade I picked
passed
up.
out in the trunk.
Yeah, not in the trunk. I have one of the
picked up
two-seater
Yeah, in the
ships.
back of the second seat.
Are they side by side or are they front to back?
Looking at the minis, I thought it was front to back.
He's in the big
Maybe not.
Huh? Who are you talking about now?
The ship.
The lockout ship. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but
Yeah.
are the two-seater ships side by side or
Oh,
front
no.
to back?
So you have the driver right here, and what
Okay.
would be the gunner when it was used to be a bomber
Right.
was slightly elevated and behind.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
So you're like in the back of that.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I was looking at my wrong soundboard. Little chilled streets here. Okay. So, for all of you here on the beach, the snow white sands of Chili Cove are covered with lingerie, garbage, beach balls, and carnival toys. Here and there, a stray Ethernet cable washes up, although the weight of those kind of dragging them down to the ocean floor below. There is chaos here. Of the 100 or so folks that have been gathered across this popular tourist destination, excuse me, many are headed for the exit. There is a mixture of emotions: confusion, distress, excitement, the abatement of thrill. You see a woman retching on the beach, sick from seeing Eddie's leg literally explode like a watermelon against the rocks. Conversely, you turn around and you hear a child's laughter to see them wearing a forest green thong over their head, the narrowest part running between their lips like floss. The horrified Lashunta father chases after them down the street, or down the beach. You also see, just a little bit off to the side, this Lashunta individual, like emerald green beach wrap. They look a little bit hungover, but you can see they're with their communicator filming behind them, and they say, "I feel personally traumatized by this. Like this video if you feel the same way. Follow my infosphere to show support to poor Eddie Doxy, and subscribe for more updates. See you at the party tonight." And she just like does this little sign off and closes it off. But you see Celia Sweet off there. Elsewhere, the police are taking statements from various people. You see this burly fish person that is being interviewed at the moment. But with all of you, what would you like to do?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but Shade passed out, and as he was coming to, he was having like a vision, and we got cut off before that vision started.
Right.
Can we go back to
Passed out,
Shade's
Let
moment?
me do that first.
Cool.
Let's discuss Shade's scary classroom vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little curious what's going on.
I just don't want to shortchange that at all.
Oh, wait. I remember why we weren't starting with that. You're still unconscious.
Yeah, I'm still unconscious.
Okay. Hang on. We're
Do
going
you
back.
have to
I
be
knew what I was doing.
resuscitated to?
I got
I don't
resuscitated.
think so.
I go just check to see to see what was going on and notice that
He's
they were in the
unconscious.
process of
I
recruiting.
know what I'm doing.
Do I
here.
notice that he's still unconscious?
I would say so. In this moment, as people begin to kind of disperse, you see Teddy
Right.
Newport go off and begin to he takes some keys and seems to be heading for the dock. For all of you, you can definitely see Shade completely unconscious, breathing, soaking wet.
Okay. I finish my conversation with Skitterfoot,
Okay.
and I go over to Spice's ship, and I just crawl in the back over Shade.
Okay.
And I will just get like a nose to nose, just like almost mouth to mouth, and just drool on you and spend a resolve point to give you hit
Well,
points
before
back.
you do that, it's not like you took hit point
No, I'm,
damage,
like,
just
totally
your shin.
fine.
You just got
I just
knocked
gotta-
out. So don't use a resolve point.
I'm gonna use a resolve point, see if
Okay.
that works.
Don't.
That's-
okay.
It's
it
what I would
doesn't-
do. Okay. Then I will
Okay,
check
so
for pulse.
Just throw
Spice
water
is
in
just
his
going
face.
to go,
Wake up.
Leon!
So,
Shake you
so
like
Spice-
abruptly with your shoulders.
Yeah, so Spice is kind of like on one side, shaking him by the shoulders. You go over and kind of pin him down a little bit, and then open your mouth. You see like the spit go down, like Shade laying back, mouth open. The spit goes closer and closer to his
Echo
mouth.
like leans over, it's like, he is in the process of freebooting. This is not necessary.
Shade, you wake up right as you, like from this vision that you see. You hear the voice kind of ringing in your ears, and as the voice dies down to the resonance of the engine, you feel all of a sudden the wetness in your hair, and then you feel fresh wetness on your lips. And as your eyes like open up and focus, you see this trail of spit leading down and just touching your lip from Gibbs. You feel this like of healing energy.
What was the voice?
Make it as you listen and you kind of hear first, this spit like now collecting underneath your lip. This voice kind of dies down. You hear elements of it still kind of echoing in the back of your mind, and what I would say is make a computers check.
26.
You close your eyes and you try to focus on that voice. And as you trace back through your memory, not like a human, as an android, it is a little bit more of an analytical process. As humans, people think of this concept of the mind palace as like a way of remembering things, but for you, it is very literal. And you've examined the hallways and corridors of your mind, and as you looking for this voice, it disappears and you find no doorway or other place that you have not turned over before. But with the remnants of that still echoing through your ears, you feel as if there is an emptiness to you that you hadn't felt. And it's not an emptiness that feels lonely or longing. This is an emptiness that feels like there is just something missing. You listen for this voice, but with the 26, whatever repression directory is currently locked remains so.
Okay. So am I coming to now?
Yeah, and Gibbs spit.
All right. I feel like when I'm coming to, there's still like searing pain in my left non-eye. Kind of like tear off instinctively the eye patch.
Yeah.
What
do I
do we
see?
see?
It is like a hard drive embedded in the face.
Does it look like it was forced? Like, did you do that? Does it
It's
look
like-
gross? Like
No,
for
it's
an
like
android?
in there, like intentionally, like an
Okay.
implant or something. But like most of the face here is just like basically like skin, hollowed out, and then just like,
So like
there's
a hard
little-
drive with a socket.
Yeah, not like the Terminator eye when it
Yeah, but like
peels
like
off,
I'm thinking.
but like no, not like a square, but
Oh.
like in the shape of like this thing, and it's like there's some sort of like riveted banding or something where it's placed in, but very
In a lot
intentionally.
of ways, it looks almost like a flat LED light bulb if you took the light bulb part away. And so it's like the interior facing socket part that
Okay.
goes in.
Oh, I get
and then there
it.
is a hard drive that like slots into the middle of that.
And I'm like, and then
You okay?
it like the pain subsides.
You okay?
What's that in your eye?
What happened?
Your ship went down during lockout. Do you remember? We're in lockout. We're here in Oris Bay. Shade?
You entered a reboot protocol.
I need a moment. And I'm just kind of like shakily try to get up, get out of this ship.
I'm gonna take my water bottle that I have from the Dorado planet, and I'm just going to give him my water bottle.
You wave your hand
just
for
kinda
the podcast
waving you off.
listeners who
Yeah.
will not see that.
Like, just kind of like put the eye patch back on and just kind of sit in the sand, processing everything.
Sure.
Shade, we lost you for a minute there.
I'm sorry. I don't remember.
What is the
in the
last thing
ship.
you remember?
I was in the ship. I took a hit. And then I felt something. But it wasn't. I'm having trouble explaining.
That's okay. Not everything needs words. Why don't we give you some space? If you feel like you need something, let us know.
Bubs. On your communicator,
Oh God, please.
a message pops
please.
up.
Steele, not Kevin. Not Kevin.
It is Kevin.
Yes! No!
And as you open this message,
Steele.
Dog!
you read, I'm really excited about the party tonight. Do I need to bring anything?
Your dancing pants.
Just that winning smile. I'm gonna text him back.
Okay. You just see like a big smile, little like GIF pop up on her screen, and then it just
Oh,
fades
and
away.
is he 21?
Yeah, you'd imagine so. You
But
haven't
also,
asked
it's a
him, but-
beach town.
Yeah, and also I'd say just alcohol. Tons, as much alcohol as you can afford.
Okay.
Okay.
You send that away.
bankrupt this guy.
Make a diplomacy check. Sure. Let's see.
I've only got
Let's see the old
16
Bub's
credits,
charm.
but I'll see what I can do.
Ooh, wow, that's a 19.
Ooh.
Nice.
Minus
Yeah, minus one.
You get a message back from him that says, "Well, I was gonna save these tips for something else, but all right, I'll pick some hard seltzer or cider, maybe. I don't know.
Everyone on this planet likes solid.
Do you have any preferences?"
You would know that Spice likes red wine.
Red wine on the beach.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna pick this cider because I know Gibbs already got a cider source. So I'm just gonna say seltzer and maybe some red wine.
Okay. You send him a message, and he just sends back, "I'll do what I can."
Okay, sounds good.
So, for all of you looking around now, kind of gaining your bearings, it is about 4:30 in the afternoon. It is still warm out. You can see the beach is an absolute mess, and as you look over towards the area that you had picked out for your party, there is like lingerie and all kinds of things washed up there. So just something to be aware of. Is there any kind of preparations you're making while you're here? Are you guys heading back, or
We should
you have,
huddle up for a minute.
Team meeting for party.
Yeah, I'll text it in the non-peep group chat. Just like, team meeting, question mark? Private team meeting somewhere?
I think we should do this on the beach. I think we need to do maybe a little bit of damage control on the beach.
Well, hold on one second, because
Okay.
my thought here is Diego's coming to this party,
Yeah.
and he's gonna fight with us and have a confrontation, right? Like, we can expect this. He's mad.
Yes.
He knows who we actually are.
Yes.
And with a lot of people being there with communicators, and it's a fight, people are gonna pull out their cell phones and broadcast this, right?
Good point. I'm listening.
So we sort of need to nip this in the tail.
I mean, he's swimming, so are you
Do I see
proposing
him?
that
No,
we
at
kill
some point
him
we
right
saw him.
now?
I didn't see him on the beach
Yeah.
when he came back.
So
Okay.
like he's disappeared. Skitterfoot has warned us that he has the intention of coming to this party with literally everyone else who lives here. Mm-hmm. So we need to get him alone and secluded and dealt with without ruining the party for Bubs,
Yeah.
without hurting a bystander,
Yes.
and without making national news.
all things we've never done before.
Correct. This sounds quite difficult for our team, but let's do it.
So in order to facilitate that, maybe we can text him and ask to meet and resolve this privately. Maybe he just wants money.
I have not been part of this team for very long, and I have not met this Diego before. And he might not be aware of my connection to Mosaic Team 5. I could potentially run interference.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
He
that's-
knows best and not Echo.
But, you know, if he's just hell-bent on revenge against Spice, because
That's
Spice
true.
is kind of the target of
I
assassination.
really want to go to this party, though, guys. Don't take that from me.
If he causes any trouble, Spice will just, give him the 1-2.
Right, but that defeats, like, points 2 and 3 of
Yes.
not causing a scene and not
I
getting
do
on
hear-
national news.
Yes. So, how do me and Diego hash this out?
Can you just
Not
text
at a
him? Don't
point.
you have his number?
Do I have his number?
I don't believe so.
Do I have his number?
Does anybody?
I don't think so.
He might be in.
Because I feel like he would have texted me or like tracked me if he had my number.
Fuck you.
Yeah, send him a DM on social media.
Okay.
Is there like a directory for bounty hunting?
There isn't necessarily a directory. However, what I would say is go ahead and if you want, make a culture check. As you pull up the infosphere on your communicator and look for some kind of information about how to contact Diego.
15.
A 15. Diego, you suspected as much. He's not really the kind of person that has a ton of social media presence.
Right.
This is a guy whose most advanced skill is getting beat up.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find anything attaching him to like a phone number or anything. You don't find anything.
Oh, and I will share the knowledge. So the Skitterfoot showed me this video about Diego, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like just him getting beat up at a bar. Mm-hmm. And I recognized it because, you know, I had a cousin with the same thing at some point after he fell off of a junk pile and broke his spine. He couldn't feel pain. So Diego will look really intimidating, but we shouldn't be afraid that our bullets aren't doing much. He's still getting damaged. It's just not doing as much, and he's not inhibited by his lack. He's doesn't feel pain, so he's gonna push past.
Keep going. Okay. That's good to know.
But also it means that like that video went viral, and that's how he got to be a higher ranking than us. So like,
maybe we should have our duke out with him go viral, right? Because that's how we get we'll get a higher ranking if everybody sees us.
And we will lose this bounty, which we've already invested so much time and energy in.
Okay.
Because remember, we have to like be not the us.
So Spice like reads Gibbs, like stressing out a little bit over her past comment, and is like, okay, maybe not fighting him in
Because think about how great our ranking will be if A, we take him out, because at least we'll move up one, and B, if we finish this bounty, we'll get like to organically move up.
I hear. So the only thing that we know is that Diego is going to go to the party, but how do we get me and Diego to hash it out separate from the party? How do we remove him? Echo.
Can you like scour the city?
How
should
do
I
we
look
get
for?
Echo to when he all goes to the party? Do we get Echo to coax him out of the party and meet me separately in like that beer shack over there or something? Or is that too close?
Or maybe we just advertise to him that you specifically will be at a different location than the party.
Okay.
So we just...
That sucks.
Yeah. No, I know. Like, I'm brainstorming.
But this was like our party. We like missed the party that we were supposed to go to, and you like,
Wait, babe,
the party.
listen. What if I deal with him and then I can still go to the party? Because parties last a long time. Maybe I can do.
Yeah.
Maybe I can deal with him and then just go to the party. How about that?
Yeah, it's... I don't know.
Maybe we could do party first and then deal with Diego.
I like that idea.
But parties go for so
Oh wait,
long.
no, we
if you
can't do that
party
because no,
first.
that doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Shit. I like it though.
In an ideal world.
If we are to pull off this plan of defeating Diego before the party, or defeating Diego before Spice arrives at the party, perhaps it would be best if Daniel Danielson's girlfriend, Donna Valentine, was grabbing some party supplies and arrived later, or fashionably late, as some Solari humans are known to say.
That's good for my social image too.
Oh.
If I show up fashionably late to
Yeah,
the
oh my
party.
god, you'd be like so cool. You'd have like your
Celia
own
would like that.
entrance, and people would be like, "Oh, who's that?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, but she looks cool."
Echo looks like very impassively at Gibbs,
like,
which
yes.
cannot really be interpreted, but Gibbs is just like, Echo's just like,
Yeah, and like, yes, yeah, I will make this entrance happen. I will dance with twirlers and ribbon wire and things.
Have you guys seen that Modern Family episode where Gloria like makes an entrance every time and she like forces it every time? That's what I'm imagining Spice wants.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So, with this newfound plan, you guys all like in the beach, huddled up, with the rover kind of like tucked in. What do you want to do? How are you preparing for this party? Are there supplies that you are gathering?
Echo kind of looks over the beach at what is washed up to see
Yeah.
if there's anything like salvageable as far as party supplies. Because
Make
there were
a-
beach balls, there were like carnival toys.
Make an investigation check. Yeah.
Panties.
Hey,
I so don't see
Hey,
a
that
problem
could be
with
fun
this.
somehow.
Shade is still very.
We can make a game out of that.
Just like sitting in the sand.
perception check, you
Has
said?
pulled out
Yeah.
a cigarette at this point, but is
15.
like not
With the
quite
perception
lighting
check,
it.
up and down the beach, you can see like sopping wet stuffed animals. You can see like a lot of beach balls haven't made it onto the beach. They're all kind of like 20 feet out, right where the tide breaks and the waves kind of become white caps. They can't seem to get all the way in because they're too light, but they can't make it all the way out either. So it's almost like this forever tumble.
Excuse me.
You know, any kind of carnival toy that you could think of is really kind of lined up here. You don't find too much in terms of like, I would say you find maybe like a folding chair.
Echo grabs one of the granny panties
Okay.
and is going to attempt to speedily run around and pick up all of the things that can be deemed like trash and not usable. Leave the beach balls where they are as like ambiance.
Oh wait, I need that one. Oh wait, I need that one too. And I pull out a plastic bag and some of the tampons that are now like
Huge.
Big, yeah.
Yeah.
put those in my little undervest.
Okay. No longer little. It's like, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, Spice, we should have like a theme for like the party, and like you should like color like coordinate or like costume coordinate like your entrance. So like when you like arrive, be like, oh my god, that like matches like the theme of the party.
Which is panties, trash, and carnival toys.
And like at that moment, Echo returns, like holding this pair of Granty panties with like tons of garbage stuffed into it. You see like elements like little bra straps coming out of it. There is a couple of different what look like anything that you might find in the like 5-ticket bin from
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep.
You see like little finger traps. You see bouncy balls, all that kind of stuff just wedged in there.
I sit next to Shade. Literally not giving a fuck about his party stuff. But I have my little plastic bag and I start to like unravel the plastic bag and make it into like a rope.
Okay.
Kind of.
Sure.
How's it going?
I'm trying to remember what happened.
Would it be helpful if I filled you in? I understand memory loss can be upsetting, but stressing out about it,
I
sometimes
believe
things.
it's more complicated than that, though I appreciate your concern. I may request a medical examination when we get back to the ship.
Okay, I can do that for you. You know, I'm surprised you're the one person I haven't had to worry about, so I'm glad I am. You're probably the person who's most worth worrying about.
I've been
Yeah, subtle burn.
Yeah, my heart broke.
considering
hear
what you
Holding up the
said.
trash and just like drops it to the ground.
Yeah,
like,
everyone
"Oh, fuck
around just like
this."
turns like, excuse me?
This is a very
Each goes silent. Everybody's
Yeah, like
talking to
in
her friend.
A radio DJ skips on his record.
yeah.
This is a very quiet conversation I assume we're having off
Yes,
to the
yes,
side.
yes.
But yes, the sentiment's nothing but truth.
Again.
I imagine we're having conversations about like themes.
Yeah.
You guys are busy.
You guys have moved on. I have not moved on.
Echo's just like holding trash. Like,
Spice has like a thong over her face and looks at the kid with like, haha, me too.
At that point, the kid stops and goes, "Daddy, she's doing it too!" And he looks at you really disapprovingly. He grabs
Spice
Violet
does
to-
not care and is looking only for the child's
No
approval.
problem. This kid approves.
Gibbs, I've been considering what you said the other night when we were talking. I apologize for stepping out of line. It isn't my place as a non-ranking member of the crew to reprimand you for your behavior.
I value your opinion and advice much beyond the bounds that Mosaic could possibly categorize them. Please, I welcome your criticism because you make me a better person.
I appreciate that.
So don't apologize, please.
Nevertheless, I've been trying to consider my own feelings more in line with how you do. I don't remember beyond we were in the lockout race, I began to crash, but I wasn't in the water. I was in space, and I had been there before, but it was as if it weren't myself.
I don't know a lot about androids, but have you ever considered that maybe your talents as a pilot extend beyond your lifetime as an android? Is that possible? You're more complicated than I chalked you up for originally.
I don't know. As I said before, I have very few memories of before my time on Mosaic Team 5. But since I have been considering what you said the other day, I have memories that don't feel like mine. Feelings that I shouldn't have. All I remember after the crash, I felt something that I've only felt once before. When you were drifting through the void, it was a sense of panic. And that's the last thing that I remember.
I think sometimes that familiarity is just echoes of past things or a connection with something else. I know that I feel much beyond myself when I get certain smells or sensations, and all I know is that my purpose in life is to chase that feeling, and as uncomfortable and scary as it can be, I think that you need to chase that feeling too, and I'm here to help you chase that as long as I can.
I'll take that into consideration.
But take what time you need to recoup and recover. I'm worried we're setting ourselves up for failure with this idiotic party.
It does cause me distress to consider how these... I don't know what to describe them. I feel like it may compromise my capabilities on the mission.
You are so much more than your productivity to Mosaic. And you are so important beyond just your output and your position. And I want to encourage you that even if it does compromise it, that you will grow through these and be better for it. So lean into the discomfort as much as you can tolerate and know that we'll be here to help you through it.
My distress is that you won't be, because of my failures.
Can I insight if that's just a sweet sentiment or if that's like a practical sentiment?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
You're struggling with that, huh?
It's just so shook up somehow.
It's not called insight, it's called a sense motive.
Yeah,
Sense
sorry.
motive.
Sense motive
16.
on shades.
It's like probably about 50-50.
God damn it.
You have a -2 because of
Why not?
being an android.
Yeah, fair.
Not that it really affects it. But there is a sentimentality that you haven't really seen before. Except that time when Shade tried to smile and make a joke, and it was kind of weird.
I think we're all relying on each other more than we're willing to admit, and you know, there's bonds I need to repair here too, and I haven't quite figured out how to get the words out of my throat. So I'm not crying because of you, I'm crying because I didn't use the eye drops you gave me last week. It's like tears on demand,
I
guys.
was like, damn, look at this role play.
No.
This is just Alex.
Damn, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's just like I feel like now
This
I'm
is
like,
not even my conversation.
but as much as you're looking to protect me, I'm looking to protect you as well. So if we share this fear, then it's even less possible of it coming true.
I appreciate that. We should get back to the rest of the crew.
Yeah. Can I ask you something unrelated, though?
Of course.
Maybe this will get your mind off of it. I think I've changed my mind about Red and am ready to admit that I was wrong, and I don't know how to deal with that. Both the upcoming consequence of my opinion, but
I am having difficulty considering whether or not you were wrong in your opinions previously.
I know Spice said the same thing, but the longer I think on it, the more I think that revenge is the most powerful thing I think we've come across in this entire galaxy, and now we're seeing it in Diego, and people are going to keep chasing her, and this feeling, it doesn't feel good, and it's always going to be multitasking for the rest of our bounty, and I'm just worried that my discomfort with the situation felt more important in the moment than the practicality of his life. But I can't pull the trigger on this, and I know that makes me weak, and
Gibbs, when we had Red tied up, when I hit him, there was something beyond the practicality. Again, it was me, but didn't feel like me. I felt something that I should not have. I felt a satisfaction. I felt a rage that I don't know where it came from.
that's dangerous. But I'm glad we're talking about it.
That is why I felt this distress. I don't know what to expect from myself.
And you're always so in control. I can't imagine what you're going through right now, and the list of things I can't heal or fix is growing longer by the day. And so I'm sorry you're going through this. And I lean my head on his shoulder.
You don't need to fix it, but I appreciate you being there.
I wish I could, though. If only to make you feel better.
I appreciate that as well.
Are you ready to party?
Party mode on.
As they're like talking, I'm gonna like walk over. Guys, I think we're gonna do like a carnival slash like beach slash like
having a moment.
Hawaii like kind of like luau theme.
Ooh.
Do we need to get supplies?
Oh, well, Echo, Rocco mentioned that she could probably run and grab some supplies, but I think we definitely could, like, make, like, the whole beach, like, we could have, like, tiki torches over there.
Are
And,
there
like, a big
coconuts on this
fire
beach?
pits and...
No. And also, as you're like talking about Echo, you look over and they're holding like this bag of garbage, just still like looking back and forth at all of
Oh,
you.
I'll
Not
take
really-
that. There's room under my bed.
We should.
Echo just like drops it in front of Gibbs and kind of like walks to the side.
Oh, I put it on my rover.
Sure, right on the rover.
Oh, I'll delegate the rover to... It can't pick up trash, I don't think, because it is arms.
It does.
Oh, then I delegate it to pick up trash?
Okay.
Can
sure.
I program
Yeah.
it to do that?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem.
They-
Simple enough for what Echo has put together for you. No problem.
I mean, it was a Roomba.
And so, in a way, as you watch, and this is a huge.
The Teletubbies custard machine.
It is a big tank-treaded machine that does have embedded almost like a head into it. This what looks like a Roomba essentially, and as it moves about, you can see for the first time as it goes across the sand, it almost seems to have this like sense of satisfaction as it picks up little bits of trash. And you're not sure if you're imagining it, Gibbs, because this is just a conglomeration of trash already, a little different for you than most people. But it almost feels like it seems to enjoy this.
I lean into that knowing that all of the robots in my life have unexpected feelings, and also the ship, and I think also the dog.
Not robots.
And I'm like,
We had a breakthrough.
meh. So I'm gonna lean into the fact that I feel that it is in fact satisfied with the job it currently has, and will let it do that for as
It's a
long as
living.
convenient.
And so you watch this thing go about this task.
Echo's going to kind of like bring the lockout ships into the hangars for them, essentially, just to kind of like get them out of the way.
For what it's worth, you do go and look, and you can see Teddy is currently.
He's probably got like a boat to tow him in or something, right?
Echo needs to
There's
feel
gotta be,
useful.
like,
Don't
some
take this
sort
away
of-
from Echo.
Echo is very useful. Look at all the trash.
Yeah.
Useful as a trash picker upper.
Teddy has this what looks almost like a one-person submersible, although it is not designed to go very deep, clearly, and it has these two gripping, almost like pincer arms.
Oh, it's like one of those fish with the arms.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh my God, those are so creepy to me. But,
What?
you can see
Arm
he's
fish.
like navigating across. He'll grab like the down craft, lift them up, and you can see there seems to be some kind of function where there are ballasts that release all the water that has filled the crafts as they sink, and they're able to like raise them up, and he just tows them back in. He seems pretty happy, pretty content doing this, but you can help him.
Echo just like sits back. She doesn't want to take it away from him.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
And as she's like watching this, I'm just like talking with Spice, like we're just hyping each other up about the party.
It's gonna be so much
Oh my
fun.
god, it's gonna be great! And,
We can put tiki torches there,
Oh my
and
God,
there,
yeah,
and there.
and we could
And
have.
then this can be the smoking spot, and this
Oh
can
my
be
God.
where everybody does like ski shots.
Oh, and right over there, we could have like one of those like limbo bars. Where people,
Oh my God, I
yeah,
didn't even
like,
think about
I
that.
can go so low.
Oh,
I mean,
yay!
you know how low I can go.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
They're not even that fancy. They're just gonna do body shots. Sorry. So hearing the pitter of excited conversation and then looking over and seeing kind of the purposeless Echo, I'll call her, hey, Rocco. I could use a favor if you want to try for a take two. I could use a lift somewhere, and I kick out my Heelys.
And as Gibbs like does this little step,
We're skitching.
you can see a little heel like zzz, and it makes a little sound effect. But yeah,
That would be amenable.
Just, I need to go to the ship and back.
Do you mind if I try half speed so that your arms are not yanked from their sockets?
Sure, I like my arms.
And Echo goes 150 feet per round as opposed to.
now where are you going? You're trying to
the
go
ship.
to the ship. No
So-
Seeing them scoot off,
Yeah.
I'll message as they're probably already moving. Like, I'll keep an eye on these two.
I give you a thumbs up of a cat going. Blah, 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 blah.
Echo's trying to navigate without like swaying Gibbs into oncoming traffic.
Yeah. And
Gibbs
so,
holds
like,
on one hand and text.
yeah, Gibbs like barely paying attention. There are times where people like on looking Gibbs like about to slam into like a traffic light, and you're just like right around it. No problem. Very casual as Gibbs in these Heelys, and absolutely causing traffic like incidents, not accidents. But you make your way very quickly towards the ship. Echo and Gibbs have now left the beach. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna go up to these two, probably.
We're probably
These
still
two
like very
fuckers.
hyped up, like, oh, and it's gonna be so great, and we should go to a party supply store.
We should. Is that not where I'm going to meet Diego, though? Maybe? That part's not fully hashed out
Why
yet.
don't we discuss this
Jade!
plan?
I mean, Leon!
Why don't we discuss this plan to deal with Diego while the other two go get
Not
supplies?
fun. But okay.
Do you have a dry cigarette?
What?
Do you have a dry cigarette?
Yeah, she pulls out like
All of
2
my
packs.
cigarettes are wet.
Yeah,
So
water.
I was like
Soak it.
sitting
I
there
have
trying to
Marlboro
light
Reds
it,
and then
just like,
Camel Blues. Which one do you want?
I do not care.
She hands you Reds. Oh, sorry.
It's a better choice. Camel
Thank
Blues
you.
or menthol.
So, fill me in on this plan with Diego.
Oh, I don't really have one.
Oh, I mean,
How am I supposed to fish him out of the party? I don't know.
I feel like we were like talking about like maybe making Spice make like a grand entrance and then.
But that's
Literally
after we
not.
deal with Diego.
That seems like one of the worst possible plans.
Damn it, I
To
really
maintain-
wanted
And as
that.
they're like running towards the ship, Echo just kind of like yells back at Gibbs.
Do you think we should have firmed up the plan with our colleagues?
I thought I was pretty clear.
I think so.
They can't fuck this up. I was very clear about what we should do. I remember.
Oh, maybe I could like announce that you're like backstage.
Maybe you shouldn't make any announcements
No,
of our
yeah, I don't think.
We're trying
Judging
to
by
remain
his reactions,
undercover.
even though I want him to be proud of me for all the things I can do, he doesn't seem to like it when I do things that I'm
Well,
proud of.
When you do things that actively blow our cover, I could understand why he would be upset. Since one of
Yeah,
our...
but those are all the good things.
I like the things that you do.
Thank you.
Bubs, you got a message from
I
Kevin.
need another cigarette already.
She just like leaves the pack open in her hand.
It's actually a picture message.
Reach for it.
You get the picture and then the message first. The picture is a picture of one of the local liquor stores, and it's like empty. It looks like almost all the alcohol is gone.
BYOB, baby.
And
Everyone's
then
coming with shit.
the next message is from Kevin, and it goes, apparently more people have heard about this party, but I was able to get 2 kegs of shandy. It's all they had left.
I like shandy.
I like shandy. Yeah.
Oh, shandy's good on a
good.
summer.
I'm gonna text him.
Summer beach day.
That's
Depends on the
fantastic.
shandy.
Could you also go and get some Hawaiian
Homemade shandy.
luau theme party items?
Yeah, I'll go right over to Floats, Boats, and Totes. They'll have all that.
I have an idea.
Oh,
What if we make a poster that says "trying to spice up your life," but spelled "spice my way"? And then we say like at this empty liquor store or at, you know, the party supply store, at somewhere else. So then I can be there. And Diego will understand if we leave that note, but no one will get trying to spice up your life except for him.
How much did we promise Diego? Do you remember? Does anyone remember?
it wasn't that.
Like a very small amount,
Yeah,
like
that's how
5,000, I
how
think,
much
something
we're
like that.
It was like if he wants money, like we could solve this problem, but we
my
don't know what
God,
he
do I
wants
have
because we haven't had this
that?
conversation.
That's the other.
And also, Gibbs originally advocated, like she usually does, that we should not fuck him over. So Gibbs was on the side of don't fuck over our allies, but
But he wasn't an ally at first.
no, but I'm on the side of don't
bounty
promise people
hunter.
shit and fuck it over. So I remember being like, we shouldn't fuck this guy over. Like we should give him our half the
Oh my
quarter of the
God.
bounty. Like
From Gibbs'
I am
standpoint, it seems
300
like
short.
everybody is a potential ally.
yeah,
I have
Whereas for Spice,
enough
everybody
to
is a potential
probably
mark.
yeah.
split at least.
Okay, so Shade, maybe what we do, sorry, Leon, maybe what we do is we go there with diplomacy. Because that's worked, sort of.
I was going to suggest that rather than openly confronting the person who is actively looking to cause trouble,
Yes.
we try to preemptively deal with that situation in a way that satisfies his needs without compromising our own cover. and
I hear
mission.
you. Yes, let's go down that road.
Perhaps we could even try to rectify the situation by letting him in on our current mission.
Oh, Peep's gonna hate having to pay him off, though.
Yes, but you've already
Fine.
put us in this position by
Fine.
not paying him.
I like the sign idea though, but I'm not there.
Well, that's true. We know he's gonna go to the party, so we need to get him separate from the party, and that's why I suggest the sign. And we meet him maybe at the other
I
end of the
expect that-
boardwalk.
He won't go alone, regardless. Given that he was
Yes,
heavily set on confronting you.
but I think, well, seeing as he went alone to Lockout, he didn't go with anybody that he knew, so he's traveling alone right now.
And I think those guys, I think they wanted to just party. I don't think they have any real reason to have revenge on us.
Yeah, they literally said that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I imagine Diego's gonna show up alone, seeing as he showed up alone to the scrimmage. That's my thought.
Regardless, Gibbs did show you the video.
Yes, but I thought we were going at this with diplomacy, right?
Yes, but if he's coming in with the expectation of a confrontation, first we'll need to de-escalate before we can even begin to negotiate.
Don't you
Yes.
think that he would have shot us dead on point, though, if at the scrimmage? Don't you think before we even got in the ships, he would have tried to shoot us?
He is a bounty hunter. That would irreparably damage his reputation. And he would also probably be labeled as a criminal.
So what do you think's gonna happen when we show up when he meets us wherever we decide to meet him.
The most probable outcome is that he would try to blow our cover.
How do you think he's going to try to do that?
It would be relatively simple, causing a scene. He knows our identities.
What if we like make the party like bounty hunter themed then? So like when people are like, oh, they're bounty hunters, they think, oh yeah, we're just playing new characters.
5-dimensional.
Dan!
Hiding in plain sight.
I'm gonna text
Oh my
Kevin
God.
back and be like,
JK!
Decided
No
this is a
hula
fabulous
hoops.
Theme party.
Yeah.
terrible idea.
I'm gonna
Day, by
text
the
Kevin
way.
back and I'm gonna say, change of plans. Let's make the party
It's a
bounty
costume
hunter
party.
themed.
Wait, is could he get yeah?
You get a message back from Kevin. All right, I only have like a couple old things I might be able to wear, but I'll try my best.
I'm gonna like give him directions to like costume stores and like.
There isn't like a costume
I
store
bought out the Goodwill.
in this place, but yeah, there are a few places around. Also, remember, he's from here. You're not, so he probably knows better than
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Also, Peep has all those fun disguise kits that I
You
know.
would remember that Peep does have a massive bag
So-
full of masks, disguises of all kinds.
I'm also
This
probably
might be perfect.
gonna update the group chat and letting them know that we're gonna have, instead of a Hawaiian theme party, mostly we're gonna go a bounty hunting, like spy kind of theme party.
Sure.
I'm
So-
gonna text best idea you've had all day with a very positive gift.
Group chat between the three of us. This is the worst idea ever.
It was just like, this does not make sense for a beach party.
Themed parties, come on, it's so fun.
Oh no, you're not part of this
Yes.
one.
As all these messages go through, Echo, Gibbs, the two of you finally, and for you, Gibbs, as you're like texting, you like around Echo, and Echo really just holds you on and pulls you back. But you're able to actually bypass the guards, no problem. You've met them enough now where they see you just on the
Just gives
Rocco
them a
unit.
little like.
Yeah. And you can see there's a moment where they look up, they see the glowing blue eyes, and they're like, and they open the gates. You go straight through. You make your way towards the hangar that is very familiar now. And as you make your way over to this ship, you can make your way up. As you climb up, you can see first the head poking out, the kind of mousy brown hair. You see Ify, who is kind of like ready for action. Like she's holding the small weapon that you gave her, ready to go. And then she sees you and goes, "Oh,
Stand down, Ify, but nice going.
I just wasn't sure who you were.
No, that's great.
You have done a satisfactory job.
Thank you."
I have a gift for you,
Okay.
and I pull out a granola bar.
Okay. You can make a diplomacy check.
15 plus 9 is 24.
Okay. She takes the granola bar and she says, it's still okay that I ate the food in the ship.
Yes,
right?"
please, please, please. No, please.
Okay. Thank you.
I just wanted you to
No.
be more, maybe variety, you know?
Do you want to see red?
Maybe, but I'm also here for something else, but maybe.
Okay.
I'll think about it. But great job. How's he doing? Have you been feeding him stuff too?
I fed him once.
Have you talked to him at all?
Not really.
Does he
Echo,
seem
like-
nice?
No.
Okay.
Echo pats Ify on the shoulder and just kind of like goes into the ship.
Okay. No problem. You make your way into the ship, and you actually hear snoring almost immediately. And as you come in, you would imagine, currently taking a little bit of a nap in the bathroom, is Red.
Just a videotape recording of him snoring.
Yeah, exactly. He's escaped. Flushed himself into the septic tank.
bathroom.
It's just
Hello,
Home Alone.
Director.
Hello, Echo.
Has anything transpired in our absence that you found particularly interesting?
You're captive in the bathroom. Sorry, wrong voice. You're captive in the bathroom. Shouted for several hours and seems to have worn himself out.
Shouted about what?
To be released,
Oh.
but he would give Ify lots of money.
And Ify said no? Did Ify seem to
See
consider
Ify
it?
who turns and just kind of like smiles. And the director, or did you ask the director that?
Yeah.
The director says no. And Ify turns to you and goes, I don't really want to be a bounty hunter anymore.
Proud of you.
You can see she turns around and she goes, this is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to being a baker.
I know, I'm excited to go to your Panera or McDonald's or whatever.
Not a sponsor. So you all now kind of enter in. You can hear the snoring. What do you want to do?
Echo just kind of like looks down at Gibbs.
Why have we come here?
Oh, well, for a few reasons, but the first reason's under my bed. And I go under my bed and I pull out, you know, the front layer you see as I pull shit out is all just like trash and garbage and shit. But the back layers are actually quite well organized piles of shit.
This is like a hoarder situation versus just like a garbage dump.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And one of the things I pull out is I've got just like a gift box, just like a cardboard gift box from something.
Yeah.
And
Little,
that's,
like semi-metallic foil circles all over it. Yeah.
yeah. And I open it up, dump out a bunch of wrappers and a bunch of worms and things, and I needed the gift box. And also I thought I'd check in on Red. You think I should wake him?
Echo kind of like puts an ear to the door and hears more snoring. He's like,
I think it is best to let the poor thing sleep.
Okay.
He's not that
I
poor.
find a scrap of paper and I write a note and I'll say, sorry I missed you.
Phenomenal.
This is like some sort of high-level psychological
Yeah.
torture.
Kinda, yeah.
What the fuck?
What else am I gonna say? I guess there's nothing I can convey over text, but just sorry I missed you. Hope you're doing well. Let Efi know if you want to chat. Love, Gibbs.
It's like
And I
a really
pulled
awkward
it up.
yearbook.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
And I shove it through the bathroom vent.
And you just hear, you see it like flutter through the ventilation and then onto the ground. It's there.
Cool.
Echo looks to Evie and says,
I am not much of a fan for different types of bread, but if you find yourself making a new bakery, I would love to be a customer.
Thank you. Can I call you Echo here?
I think it is safe.
Okay. Thank you, Echo. Is there anything else you wish to do aboard the ship?
No, I came here for my box and to talk to Red, but he's busy.
Well, now, you can wake him up. I mean, you know, he's
I don't really want to.
okay, fair enough. No problem. Let us cut back to our other group over
Zoom.
Echo feels a bit like a car. Echo realizes that they've just been used for a ride and now they're like,
But you got to say hello to the director.
here. Your class is transport.
it's like Echo's just like, I've just made another delivery.
Oh, everything is delivery.
Oh man! Oh, Echo!
Shade,
Don't get stuck in the label.
Shade, Bubs, Spice. What are the three of you doing now?
I have an idea. What if I say spice up your life at the wreckage of the bar that we destroyed, where Bastion, aka Raph, used to work?
I want to look while I'm still talking on the infosphere. Has that crime scene been sort of
Or is it just
dealt
like a
with,
hole
or
in
is
the
it still
ground?
like an active thing going on? Where if we show up, it's like, oh look, all the cops are here.
Yeah. So you pull up this infosphere. You turn around your communicator to show Spice, and it's a brief like news clip, and it's like this chopper. You can hear in the background like. And it's like this overhead view, and you can see like the burned remains of the building. There's like crime scene tape all over it, and the reporter is here and it's just like still remains taped off here and whatever. And you can see it's like cordoned off a pretty good amount. There's like damage to the buildings on the side.
But is there anybody going inside? I don't know. I'm just trying to find.
There is no
Sure.
inside. There is no roof. There
Okay,
is
so
very
it's just
few
like a hole in the
location.
ground. Okay, so maybe not that one. It was an idea.
After showing that, while still having the conversation, I want to look for like secluded places on the island that we could
Best
propose a
makeout
meeting
spots.
place
Oh,
to
great
negotiate.
search idea.
Make a perception check as you do that. You know, one thing I will say is you guys kind of looked for one for your party. So it's
Right.
like secluded little cove. Kind of a good spot, but there are others. Yeah.
But then we advertise.
Like I'm
it.
thinking the place where we had been tailing, not there specifically, but a place like the one where we had been tailing Dr.
Emma.
Maldross.
Okay.
Or the figure that we assumed to be Dr. Maldross based on what Echo saw.
The figure formerly known as Dr. Maldross.
Meanwhile, back to the conversation. say, perhaps we should find somewhere more secluded.
Okay.
Your sign may be too convoluted for Diego, given his capacity.
Well, he found me this time
Yes,
with no clues.
not
or
to
not that I know of.
understate his threat to us, but perhaps it would also make sense to be on guard and try to head him off before he even reaches the party. See if we can talk him down and get him to meet with us at a location where we can attempt to negotiate.
And if that doesn't work, I mean, we can at least, do the costume party idea, and his words won't mean as much.
So are you guys walking and talking somewhere, or are you guys still on the beach?
I think we're just still on the beach.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Maybe walking.
Finishing my third cigarette now, like...
Spice is like picking up Goodwill bras on the beach and like putting them up to her boobs, being like, nah, not this one. Not this one.
Yeah, you pick one up, there's like a crab clinging onto it.
Not that one.
No problem. So for all of you, it's about 5 o'clock. It is getting later. You have about 2 hours until this party, I believe. So is there any kind of preparation that you want to make before that time?
Spice is gonna gather, I guess, while they're walking on the beach. She's as well as looking for cute panties, maybe. She's looking for like driftwood and like stuff that you can like make a fire out of.
So interestingly, in that little cove that you found, you saw that there was a depression. There's still like elements of a
Yeah, she
there's
set
still,
up
like,
a-
rocks and stuff. There's a huge log of like a downed tree basically that is like covering. It kind of obscures part of the cove from the rest of the beach. And then around there, behind it, there is like woods and so kind of like sticks, all kinds of stuff back there.
Oh, you know what she's also gonna do? She's gonna text Nadia and be like, having a party tonight. Come through. I would love to see you there if it's not too late for you.
Make a diplomacy check with a +4 conditional modifier.
Okay.
That was a good tactic.
Okay, so 20 +4, 26.
You get back a message from Nadia. We should celebrate. Will Delilah be there?
I think so. If all goes to plan.
Okay. You get another message from her. I'll bring the champagne.
Yay! Can't wait to see you. She sends like a
send
little
her
like sparkly heart.
Sure. And like the directions, presumably. So no problem. Nadia is invited, along with the rest of the island.
Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
I could eat something.
Do you want to stop for pizza? My treat.
Sure.
So how are we gonna get Diego? Let's keep going. I don't understand how we're gonna separate him from this party still.
Well, if we maintain a watch, we should be able to find him before he arrives at the beach and
So
confront
like
him.
with like a mile radius from the actual party spot, we're gonna set up all 5 of us.
Perhaps.
For what it's worth, I will say, Gibbs, Echo, on your way home, you do stop off at Moe's Diner, which is run by this Lashunta.
Yeah,
It
Mo.
is a manufactured, like a retro throwback kind of diner car, but clearly this is, you can see like elements that are like this kind of plastic concrete that's only been around for the last like 200 years. This is not like an original diner car. But it's a replica. It seats 6 at the bar. It has 2 booths. You can sit in the booths, and this is the place in this town, anyways. It really has the best pizza. It's not great, but it's certainly better than other things that you've had.
3 pizzas, all the toppings, anchovies on the side, please. Extra cucumbers. Thank you. And what would you like?
I will have a slice of.
And Echo just kind of like looks for the menu.
Yeah. So interestingly, there isn't really a menu. You see this big glass case, and there are different pizzas that are kind of displayed there. And there's a few that are like just different slices. You can see like the different colors and textures. This isn't necessarily super easily recognizable. There are some strange things on these pizzas. Make a life sciences check.
Echo's just going to point to one because they don't really care. Taste buds weren't like high priority for this build, and then they point to like the 4th one down.
Sure. You could see she looks at that and she just kind of goes, "You're brave." And she pulls out what looks like
Not something you want to hear from a pizza guy.
it's this like pizza. So it is just like your normal wedge, red sauce cheese. There is something purple that at first it looks almost like octopus, but there are no suction cups, and it doesn't have the same kind of rubbery texture. As you touch it, it almost like dissolves. It's almost like the texture of Parmesan cheese. You're not really sure what it is, and as you smell it, it is foul. But as you kind of like look at it, she says, "It will taste better than it smells, I promise."
Sounds like Nadia.
I trust this one's judgment. She is an accomplished chef.
I am also an accomplished eater.
Oh, are you here on vacation?
Yes.
Well, welcome, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the pizza. Those will come out in just a moment.
Yeah.
Are they for here to go?
To go.
She heads off to the back, and
Thank
ultimately,
you.
if you want, you can mark off 16 credits.
Cool. That's a really, I'm glad it ended in a 6.
16.
Did you round out your number?
Yeah, round it out.
That's that slice.
Hey, Echo.
Yes.
Can I ask you a personal question?
You may, but I cannot guarantee an adequate response.
That's okay. Do you remember before you were an android at all?
I do not. I remember being activated in the Echo warehouse and then delivering packages for years and years and years and years and years.
And then just kind of like falters.
Gotta reboot her.
Do you think that you would want to remember it if you could? Is that something you've ever wanted?
You see the like slow blink kind of happens as they consider this. This isn't something that they've ever really thought of before. And they just kind of like look down at you and says, I think I am who I am now. And before is a different being. You do not wonder about who you would be if your heart came from somebody else.
Sometimes I think about if I were different, that I might be better or worse off in different ways. So I just wasn't sure if that was the same, but I appreciate your honesty, and I'm sorry for being distactful.
It is not an awkward. Well, it is an awkward question, to be honest.
You can ask me an awkward question back.
But I think it is coming from a good place.
And then they kind of like look up.
Why do you ask?
Also, for what it's worth, are you sitting at the bar or in a booth?
We're in a booth waiting, I assume.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Kind of cozying up. Not like cozying with each other, but just like I'm in the corner.
When
so
you're
like,
like waiting for the pizzas to come out,
Yeah.
you're just sitting in the
Like,
pizza shop.
I just
like a
wasn't
bunch of
sure
people
if
just on
Moira
the
was
communicator?
overhearing this or not.
no,
Okay.
I would have
Order
settled in,
number
knowing that I was
57.
gearing up for this conversation.
7 2 large pies.
5, but no.
But about this time, she does return with your pizzas, these 3 boxes and 1 double-stacked paper plate for Echo's slice.
Nice. And my little accoutrements of cucumbers and anchovies.
Yep.
Cool. I will tip 5 more credits.
Nice. Okay,
Because
yeah.
Very generous.
I
Like a
believe
whole
in that.
pizza.
Yeah. Well, I'm worried about our mutual friend and I just don't have a realm of experience to understand what he's going through, and I feel that I'm ill-prepared to... I mean, I read your guys' chart. It's just like printouts, like your medical charts. It's just like test pages I throw away from the printer, but it's got like so much information on it, and none of it really means anything whatsoever, but you guys have a lot of parts numbers. So I have that all written down, but that's not really well within my scope of all the other things that go on with you. And I don't want him to know that I don't know, because then he won't trust me to come to me to ask me the personal questions or tell me about his problems. So I'm going to tell you that I don't know and hope that you'll trust me regardless, but maybe I should read a book about it.
I think what this mutual friend is experiencing might be specific to this mutual friend. And the fact that he is coming to you with these questions and problems speaks more to your relationship
than it does to androids in general.
You really think so? What do you think? You really think so?
Gecko is like immediately uncomfortable and it's just like,
Are you excited for this party tonight?
I am excited.
Okay. Well, thanks for getting pizza with me. I don't know how I'm gonna hold this on, and you know what?
You're eating 3 pizzas?
Oh my god.
How fast can you
Just
eat
like
3
cheek pouch
pizzas?
one.
Make a fortitude save.
Can I get my
Lactose
+4?
intolerant.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
cheek
yeah,
pouch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Save it for later. Oh my god, no.
Okay, so it's 11 on the dice plus 2, which is 13, plus my 4 for being tough.
Okay, that 4, you watch as Gibbs pounds 3 pizzas, about to eat your slice out of the paper plate, and then it's like, oh, right, and then gives it to you.
Echo
But
just hands it off. It's like,
disappears with the plate. And, like, all that is left from these 3 pieces is 2.5 boxes. The first box lost a little bit because Gibbs was excited.
Takes out my phone.
Yeah, Gibbs now, like, within your shirt, your undervest, like, almost bursting. And it's not because of the bottle. It's because you have eaten 21 credits worth of pizza.
there's a human man at the bar with 3 glasses of water that's just looking over like, that's how you do
That's
it.
right.
So, interesting fact. Once
job.
characters are introduced, I generally know where they are, and he's in an important place, so he is not there.
He's in an important place, really.
The 3 of your characters are very important NPCs now.
He's like the least important guy.
I love
Somewhere
him.
they
He was
just
so
knows that someone is
good.
accomplishing
They're
some
important
good
to
eating.
our game, so like I
alright.
try to keep track of them because I want to know where they are.
Wherever it is, it's
And I
like,
just fold up and cheek pouch the
nods,
greasy
you can
pizza
feel it.
boxes.
Okay.
Good job,
So
Gibbs,
all that's
good
left of these
job.
pizza boxes. And then as like the spit soaks in, they do get a little smaller.
Yeah.
But they're definitely visible.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Echo kind of looks at you.
Here, I'll hold on now. Hold on. And I rub my belly to get rid of my greasy fingers.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay, ready to hold on.
Just like little greasy bits of fur on your belly. But yeah, no problem. You hang on.
Echo thinks back to what they said about specific to that mutual friend and not endemic of all androids. And thinks about Gibbs and
Yeah.
Yusokis and what they know. And then just leaves.
And as you leave, you think the other Yusoki that you know nothing like.
Exactly. now
you-
Echo's trying to parse which is the exception.
Yeah, exactly. You take off. For the 3 of you, I'm trying to get you to this party, but is there anything that you would like to do continuing now? All of you having kind of come up with a theme.
I'm trying to like go off of Spite or Donna's idea. Maybe we could like do like some kind of like contest or some kind of thing where we can like announce that you're like
while they're doing that,
done
I'm
something,
scoping out a place
then-
where we can try to head off.
like you won a contest or you like
Diego before he arrives.
are gonna arrive and it announces
Okay.
that people know that you're
There are
not
places.
there.
Yeah,
You
no
know,
problem.
To just like get a good view.
we're in
so
a
we
spot.
Oh, I
Can
hear
jump
what
down
you're
and be like,
saying.
"Hey, let's go this way before.
No problem.
I don't think it should be a spectacle. I sort of like the idea of making a poster and, you know, someone, maybe Echo can hand it off to Diego or slip it to Diego. Maybe Echo says, trying to spice up your life, see you in the parking lot of the whatever Red's gambling ring with, Magenta
What
Fox.
is Echo trying to invite you to do there?
To the Spice Girl. She's invited into
I feel like Diego's gonna know.
Perhaps
if
a
she
more straightforward approach would work.
meet Spice at the Magenta Fox parking lot at 8 p.m. Is that what you're trying to say?
Keep watch until we see him. Echo and I can try to get him before he arrives at the party.
Not
and
you. He's gonna
confronts you.
recognize you.
Yes, but despite our differences, he did have a certain level of respect for me.
Okay.
He knows that we're here.
Does
On
he?
track.
He is probably expecting
Just
us
suddenly
to be
standing
at
next
this
to a
party.
highway.
All right. So let's say, I just need to. You can like see Spice getting frustrated. I'm just trying to go to this party. So where do I need to be and to
Stay
meet?
at the party.
Stay at the party. That seems like a bad idea.
Stay at the
Gibbs
party
said no. I don't want to meet him at the party.
in a place that he won't be able to find you before we find him. Echo and I will try to head him off.
All right.
Where
We'll
you had gathered all
contact
that.
you to get to a location where we can negotiate.
All right, so I'm just gonna hide on top of that rock, and there's like you know how beaches? Have you guys ever been to Winger Chic Beach?
Yeah.
It's like there's
The
those high
sandbar?
piles
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
rock.
Like right when you get through and it's to the
Well,
left.
there's like
Yeah, like the little hidden...
Would it be
like
helpful to see the
leafy
beach that you guys
areas.
are going to be?
Yeah.
yes. All right, everyone move the food.
Get this stuff out of the way. This
Can
isn't
I
a
mix
computer.
it
I
into
can't just
people's
pull this
minds?
forward.
It's okay.
These are the
Trying
days
to
we want
shut a
non-veggie
laptop that
chips.
isn't a laptop.
You should shake him up.
I don't want
if
to
you
put this on that map. I
Closes
just worry
your
about
eyes.
this.
Yeah.
If you want to put that over there
Okay.
near that red container, you can close it up.
Does anybody want some tea?
I am
We
good.
got some sparkling tea.
Is it
I'll
alcohol?
have it
No, there's no.
after...
But it
halftime.
does have it has like half the amount of caffeine
I don't
as
have a
green tea
glass down
does.
here.
So there's like a
yeah,
small
so never
I
amount.
want to try it because
I'll
I
try
love
I'll-
ginger.
Because I took an Advil, I'm not trying to drink.
But
Yeah. Oh, look at
Oh,
these
wow.
perfect rocks.
Oh, look.
How about that? Yeah.
I based this speech very much on leadership.
Perfect.
It's my
Okay.
favorite beat.
So everybe's
out.
actually on the same page.
And so interestingly, if you notice, there's like algae and stuff on those. Real algae. These are old aquarium rocks that I just have hanging around.
Okay, so Spice like looks up at one of the rocks. She's like, "I'm gonna hide on the highest point of that rock, but I'll crouch down on the ground so no one can see me. And then I'm gonna wait for you to flash your eyes at me. Okay?
I can just send you a message.
Oh, that's
via-
true.
And you can wear like a costume too.
Okay.
Bob just wants everybody in costume. That's just like
I'm-
a
He wants
fully
to spice the
separate.
costume.
Oh, okay.
Spice like eyes him a little bit, but it's like, okay, I see you.
Not one that you've had in the fucking armory, okay?
No promises.
How effective of a hiding spot is that for
So right now,
not
with the
getting-
sunlight straight
Yeah.
on you,
Well,
not great.
at
But as
the-
you look at that
yeah.
little ridge in the back, it almost looks designed
Like-
for somebody to hide up
Right
there.
there?
All behind there, there's like palm trees and things like that. So that's
Okay.
in the shade.
that seems adequate.
Yeah.
Fine,
Shade
I'll
would
wait up
agree
there,
with
but
this.
I really want to get to this party, so
The party, that's where the party is going to be. So you will be
Yeah.
like right in the party.
She's not in it.
No, you'll be overlooking
yeah, I want
the
to
party.
participate in
You'll be
the party.
Quasimodo in
Yeah.
the back.
I want to be there.
Oh.
So should I be up there alone, or should Bubby come with me?
Oh,
If
of
that
course.
makes you feel better, then you can stay together.
Okay,
We can have like our own like mini party.
we can have
Just
our own party.
Stay focused and aware.
Okay. She like says okay to you,
We're
but
like-
is looking at Bubbles.
Sensing the motive here.
Yeah, you don't
Are
have to
they
make a roll.
actually going to
need
You
to make
don't
a
even
roll
need
for
to
that.
roll.
Focused, like you don't even know how focused we'd be.
They're like staring into each other's eyes.
I'm going to turn to
Like
Bubs.
starting to get handsy.
I'm turning to Bubs very, like, explicitly, staring into your soul right now as much as
staring.
possible.
He's just
Bubs.
holding her hand.
Bubs.
Shade like.
Bubs.
Yeah.
Bubs. Look at me.
Well, you can look at him for
Bubs.
1 second.
Look at me.
And you can see like one of his eyes.
This is like exactly how Shade is has been training Squeak.
Yeah.
But Squeak, come here. Squeak,
One of your eyes drifts to the side.
Squeak. I mean, Bubs.
Yeah. She.
I need you to stay focused.
Of course, I'll be focused.
Promise me that you will stay aware.
Shade, you can hang out up here too. Are you a party animal, or do you want to be on alert?
I promise you.
I will attend the party once we deal with Diego.
Awesome. Oh, okay. So that means you're up here with us. Damn it.
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna find a
Thank you, that's what I
location
was
where I
looking
can
for.
head him off so that Echo and I can get him before he gets to you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good plan. All right. Now I understand what's happening.
Yes.
All right.
Make sure that
Break.
Spice stays safe. Stay aware.
Of course, I'll watch her like a hawk.
Don't lose your focus on your surroundings.
Yeah. Don't lose your focus. She like boofs your
On
nose.
your surroundings.
Yeah, I won't lose my focus on Spice, my surroundings.
Bubs. Your safety and Spice's is dependent on you staying focused.
I would never let anything happen to her. You know this.
So stay focused.
All right.
No problem. So,
She like
Cigarette.
she just like throws you the pack of breads at this point. She's like, I already have the blues over
stomach
here.
at this point. But
It's as much as I'm uncomfortable, it's like I have so much food. Like my life is so fucking good.
yeah, oh yeah, no,
It's a
it's
The
Thanksgiving
emotion,
Day
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Just gonna lay
emotionally
down on the
happy,
couch
physically
for a bit.
sick.
yeah, no problem. And so you end up
Watch
kind of like half
football.
rolling, half wheeling Gibbs back in. But the rest of you, right around like 6 o'clock, are going to reconvene at the house. And then that would give you an hour to get ready, or roughly like 45 minutes to get ready. Then you could get over there if you want to be on time. Now, do you want to be on time? Is there anything that you're doing to get ready, or are you going? Is there any kind of outfit that you're putting on? Are you wearing costumes? For
Yes,
some reason?
for sure.
Okay.
So if
Are you
we're,
going to draw these costumes for us?
I would love to. I would
So keep
love
that in
to.
mind as you describe this costume.
So one of like the first
arms.
episodes that we ever played, Spice picked up a USR cosplay,
Uh-huh.
but also a leather whip.
Yep.
So she's going to like, well, first she's gonna go up to Peep and be like, so I heard you have a menagerie of disguises, right, Peep?
Yeah, no, I have, and you can see this little white Yosoki who just goes, yeah, no, I have a
are
bag
we
of
back on the ship?
disguises. You guys are
We're
back
at
at the
home.
house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a dominatrix tonight. I'm gonna be straight with you. I have everything, but I'm hoping.
Spice. I don't want to know. I'm your boss. I don't want to know anything about this.
I feel like you already do.
Make a diplomacy check.
I just want something fun. I'm going to a party after all.
Oh,
Okay.
he knows.
Okay. 25.
Let me just take a few things out, and then whatever you take, just can you wash it before you bring it back?
All right, I'll do that much for you.
Thank you. And he goes back into his room, and you hear like the little zzz, and he takes a few things out, and zzz. He comes back, and you have Peep's disguise kit, which has all kinds of masks,
I wanna look in
costumes,
there as
outfits.
well.
Yeah, and so you can truly describe what you want to look like for this party.
Okay.
What I would say is, if you want, whoever wants to start, you can introduce your party look, and then we'll get to the party.
I would probably match costumes with Spice. So
Okay.
describe what you have, and I have an idea.
Okay, well, I've had zero time to think about this, so my first reaction is just like Batman mixed with Catwoman, like full leather, like
Batwoman.
Batwoman's like
Catwoman.
ears, but like with the Batman face mask thing,
Okay,
so
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
really see that it's her.
Oh, like that
But,
Ariana
like-
Grande.
That's exactly what I was thinking
yeah.
about. I don't know why that.
Latex.
So yeah, like full like that wet leather latex look with the boots and the onesie, and she's got like gloves and shit. Like she's got the whip, like waving it around in the air.
Out of curiosity, what was the USR cosplay component to that?
It was no, no,
Eclipse
no,
Mask.
Fair enough.
that
There's a patch
is
on the
this
side
is
that says
not- Yes,
Pick up like this really bulky
The
looking
label on the
cosplay
back.
outfit.
Yeah.
You pull it out, it
It's
says
just-
manufactured by
it's-
USR.
But no problem. Sure, you come out full wet leather dominatrix outfit. Bubs, what is your
Batwoman.
matching outfit?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Assless chaps, for sure.
Yeah.
That means that assless chaps have been in both campaigns.
Yeah.
So
Oh my lord!
There's
You
definitely
said-
a collar.
Oh, for sure. You have like this fat leather collar
yeah.
around your neck.
So going with that, you said you had like ears. Can you describe your ears more?
They're like pointy Batman ears.
Okay.
That's what I'm imagining.
Okay, so
But also, I don't know what the Ariana Grande one is. So.
It's
So I-
bunny.
Oh, yeah.
It's
All
like
right,
the
I'll go
bunny
with
ears.
bunny ears. So she's got like bunny ears.
okay.
So you can have the pointy Batman ears if you want to feel
No,
more like
this-
a man.
I'm trying to think.
After wearing a choker.
I imagine Bubs would probably be more of like a realistic looking bunny.
No.
No.
No. Let him.
I'm trying to
Go
think.
with
I
Bubs.
can't even think of like what besides like the ass and chaps. Like, maybe just leather. I
You
guess.
have a leash. There's like a chain coming off your neck. There's like a little leash, and Spice just holds on to the end of it.
I mean, that's basically the same part, right? I guess.
So Bubs the Gimp is definitely
I
making.
didn't want to say it.
That's what I was
Yeah,
imagining.
definitely hard.
One less
bottom.
drawing because you'll never be on separate panes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, fantastic.
Full on
Echo.
Whatever, you can have your bunny. I'm sorry, I took that away.
No,
You can
I
have your
literally,
bunny.
I was just like,
I say
had no
I-
idea
see
what I
Dan
was
just
going to do.
freak
Full
out.
on leather daddy or furry. Just one or the other.
Yeah,
like
you have two choices. Maybe you can be a.
Yeah, I don't
I
wanna
love the
be a
idea that you
leather
like
furry.
walked out in like the bunny suit from A Christmas Story, and Spice was just like, "I'm not fucking that. Go put your leathers on."
Like, no, let me help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that happened.
Yeah.
And then I come into whatever you decide.
Okay, like
Great.
Spice like fully dresses you.
Me too.
I was not expecting dominatrix
No,
costume.
I think you're like, we're gonna be bounty hunters, and then
Spice is
dominatrix.
like, no.
Dominatrix and
You show
bunny.
up as Subman.
Oh man!
Echo.
Like and subscribe.
What are you
That's
dressed
not
as?
the kind of
The influencers are gonna love this.
Echo gets like a white like baggy T-shirt, and then some like beachy cargo shorts
Yeah.
and flip flops.
Okay.
Then they like replace the flip flops with Tevas. And then they just get one of the stick-on name tags that says, "Hello, I'm a bounty hunter."
Phenomenal. Slaps it right on. You're like trying different things on at some point. Peep comes out and goes, "Oh, I think I have a shirt for you." And he goes in and grabs like one of these big Hawaiian shirts. It's like perfect for the look. Standard beach garb 2.0. Gibbs, what are you wearing?
I walk out and I have a ghillie suit on. And I am just
Okay.
like the bounty hunter, but like swamp version. So I'm just a ghillie suit Gibbs.
There's a point where Peep comes into the kitchen, like looks at you, Spice, and goes, "Oh God." Looks over at you, Bubs, and goes, "I'm going to pretend I don't see it." And then all of a sudden, there's like a bush in the corner, and it just lifts up, and it's Gibbs. And you can see Peep just goes, "Holy shit!"
Oh, you didn't see me.
No.
Stealth
I could have
plus
been a
five.
potted plant.
What are you?
I'm a bounty
We had a
hunter.
new vicus.
Looks over
for
at like
Nico.
Echo, who has, "Hi, I'm a bounty hunter." That's a bounty hunter.
But I'm
That's-
Rose Lashwind.
Something.
Wow.
Echo's
The
eyes
famous Rose Lashwind.
I'm
naturally
cosplaying.
shade and just is like, "Is this racist?"
I don't know. This is, well, it's your day off. I'm gonna go to my
Peep.
guys. Please don't get into any trouble tonight.
And then I'm gonna unzip the zipper in my mouth.
We're gonna be fine. Peep.
Nothing about this is fine. He's like smiling and laughing. He's like, nothing about this is fine. But
We're undercover.
Slowly goes and zips it back shut.
please clean all of this. I'll see you all tomorrow. And he just like goes up. He stops halfway up, and he is going to turn and say, just so we're all clear, tomorrow is sort of my day off. I'm looking to just kind of go in and catch up on one of my podcasts and eat some of my sandwiches. I'm not going to be in the house, but if you do need me, I'm going to be at the coffee shop that's across the street from the university. So you can find me there.
Don't go to Chitty Cove, okay?
Why?
Because we fought with lingerie guns and t-shirt cannons and garbage.
It was the lockout.
Okay, so this was your lockout practice.
Yeah.
Still
scrimmage.
not normal, but okay, that's better. I wasn't planning on it.
Okay,
but-
I just wanted to warn you, you know.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night.
And you can see at like 6:30 p.m. Peeps heads upstairs to avoid all of this.
What is
What are
she
you wearing?
Yeah,
I
shade.
feel like Shade would just whatever Peep offers him from his disguise kit, like
The
Still those booty shorts?
he doesn't care. He's like not gonna dress up like a cop, not gonna dress up like what he would normally wear.
Roll a d100.
Like doesn't actually care what this costume is because in Shade's mind it's like this is useless because Diego's gonna see right through these and like
How can he's gonna see through mine? I'm a plant.
27.
27. What's a 27? That's with a d100?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 27, Peep looks at you and kind of looks around and goes, "This is like a bounty hunter theme, right?"
I guess so.
Oh gosh. Okay. I think I know something. And he goes through the bag. When Shade, you hear kind of like, and Shade is wearing essentially like the cowboy outfit that Andy is wearing in Toy Story.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Cowboy chaps, but like the cattle skin,
Two chaps.
little cowboy hat. Yeah, looks just like a little boy
The
cowboy.
fucking cow pattern vest and shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have an ascot on. Yeah,
Got a snake in your boot.
yeah, for sure. You have cowboy Shade.
Oh my god.
Makes it much more badass by smoking another cowboy killer.
a little cigarette, but no problem. You are all dressed-ish and ready for this party-ish. Are you all piling into the car and going? And is there anything in particular you are bringing? Are you leaving any weapons behind? Or are you just...
So we also all just, I'm gonna remind people in the car.
For what it's worth, also Gibbs, like, still recovering.
Oh my god.
I'm a little tired, but feeling good.
The itis.
Swice is
Oh,
gonna.
we all have these silenced pistols.
Yeah.
So like, I tucked that, but
Do you have cards
I
for
don't
those
have
by any
boobs.
chance?
Oh, I forgot. That was what I forgot. I got all the other items.
That's okay. Spice does want to bring that.
Just put it in your bottle for storage.
I think Echo would have replaced the tactical pistol that they had in their folding grip with the advanced pistol. that
Okay,
we
yeah,
got from
makes sense.
I would just wear my armor, but I have the colored glamour changer, so I just put that as the gimp suit, and I probably have a gimp suit mask.
Like an actual one. I like the idea you hit the glamour thing and it's just all regular armor, still a gimp suit mask.
Shade would probably keep the gravity pistol, the silenced pistol on either like hip, and then the net gun on the back because it's the rifle, right?
So you see like these two holsters that are designed for toy guns, but they have real weapons, and then a harpoon cannon.
It's not a harpoon cannon. It's the net gun.
Oh, the net gun.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Yeah,
That's pretty small.
And I bring my hammer.
it's like a small rifle, right?
It's essentially like a sawed-off shotgun size. Yeah.
Right.
What was that, Bubs?
my hammer as well.
Okay, sure, no problem.
I'm just not gonna bring the sniper.
Okay,
That
but everything
doesn't-
else?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll wear my jar on front, a little less comfortable because it's pushing my tummy.
Yeah.
But I will bring the silenced pistol, and the Mercy is just a wand, right? It's not big.
So it's maybe like this big, and it's yeah,
Like
it's
a novelty-sized pencil.
Right.
Yeah,
Wingard!
weirdly accurate. Yeah.
Cool, and I just have that. I'm wearing my cargo vest. I'm a little more like regular Gibbs, but like jar in front, but like
And ghillie suit.
and ghillie suit, because like it hides so much, you know.
So you like swing the bottle around, it pushes against your tummy, and you have to like pee a little bit for a second.
No.
But as it like
I just
like,
do.
Okay. As it kind of like rebounds, a little water trickling
spilled a
down
little
your fur. No problem.
And Gibbs is noticeably more dirty.
Okay.
She has not made any effort since she first got here to maintain the clean because of reasons.
No worries. So for all of you, you pile into the car. Cowboy, Gimp, Dominatrix, Beach 2.0, and in a ghillie suit Gibbs to a bounty hunter themed party. I would say maybe Shade fitting that profile.
And the,
Echo.
the name tag.
And Kevin's probably going to be in costume. He probably texted people.
Everybody else is probably in costume. The rest of you guys are coming in interesting getup.
Spice literally has no shame. I don't know if that's not clear.
You make your way
Obviously.
over to the
While we're driving,
Sure.
I would like to fill the two members of the team who didn't hear the new plan in about like we're gonna scope it out. They're gonna hide. We're gonna try to head him off before he gets to the beach, and like bring him to a location where we can discuss things and not have to kill him immediately.
Can you tell us about the splitting the bounty?
About
Splitting this currently bounty?
Oh shit.
as a like fallback if we can't budge him with negotiations. That's sort of our trump card, right? Where it's like, all right, I guess we'll split this bounty to get him off our backs.
Can I retcon? Because I don't have 5,000. I don't know what it was, but I don't have 5,000. I have 4,700.
That's fine.
Is that going to be enough?
I have like a little over 5,000 right now.
Okay, so we're just
So
gonna hope.
between the two of us, we should have enough to.
That's assuming, but you're not
hopefully
gonna
buy
be
him
there.
Well, no,
But
we're
like,
gonna
we can just
Show up with him.
we're gonna like say,
Usher
hey,
him up there. Okay.
we're gonna let's talk this out so we don't have to cause a big scene at the beach party here and mess
Okay.
everyone's night.
I see. I follow. I
Yeah.
follow.
So I'm going to set up exactly what it is that you're pulling.
Oh,
into
here's
here.
the better trio.
As we arrive,
Excuse.
We're all equal.
how many
Excuse.
people are we seeing here?
Oh,
Just
give me a second.
summer.
The entire
on top of
population of Aris Bay is here.
Side table.
We swim
There you go.
Celia posted it online. Of course, there's gonna be 1,000 million people.
I have a lot of followers, okay, and I'm very popular.
As someone who follows.
It was actually Kevin who made everyone show up.
Important to note, because there is a. I feel very mixed feelings about using this miniature for Kevin, but we have Kevin.
Who is that?
Oh man!
Duke Nukem.
You actually see another person, same species as Rose Lashwin, who is kind of hanging out over by the fire Gibbs.
That's dangerous.
I'll have to ask her if I'm
Now we're in
Yeah.
the
play
blue
mobile.
ensemble is Cynthia Sweet.
I'm sorry.
This is, you can see immediately, the Rep Tusk
Oh yes.
is over there.
With the cider kegs.
Oh yeah.
You see another individual, a human
Wait,
of
who's
some
this
kind.
sexy lady with the rock in her hand?
That's
That
Cynthia
is
Oh, of
Sweet.
course.
Give me one moment. Go get some more.
Celia looks great over there.
Thanks. I just kind of threw this together last minute.
I'm not gonna lie, I did start
It's
drawing.
because I drink
3
this
NPCs.
tea.
Oh really?
Or whatever they
Those
were
were like-
PCs for a little bit.
You can
For, like,
find
the
it
very
on my
minimal-
Pinterest board, and you can purchase everything through my links.
What a tough
They're
word.
affiliates, but it's okay.
I also
You're supporting
use
the
Goop.
channel.
I'm here for it. Spice likes and follows, and half the time buys
Not
the
a
things that
sponsor.
Celia
Definitely should have
Ever.
It's
Never a
also
sponsor.
just literally
Fuck
goop in a jar. You put it on your face, and it helps like reverse the age.
Your face? I thought your
Spice
vagina.
definitely does that. She puts it
Well,
everywhere.
for some
Oh
species,
no, that's
it's the
the
same.
Solarian goop. This is the Lashunta goop.
Oh yes!
So much better.
It works wonders, even though you can still see Spice has crow's feet growing across her face. And she's like, it works so good.
There's also like this Himalayan salt candle that's
Tell me
like really
more.
good. I don't know why they call it Himalayan salt, but like, you know, it's totally a Lashunta thing and
Where
nothing
do I put
else.
it? Tell me everything.
So as you pull up to the beach and exit your car, there's a couple people that you can kind of see like already in the beach making their way over, and you can see this big fire burning, casting shadows and bright flames. You see a whole number of people who are already loaded up there. I would say close to maybe like 24 already. And it's 7 o'clock on the dot when you get there. You're not getting there early by any means, and it's already, getting pretty crowded. But no problem. You see all kinds of people. Human, Lashunta. You see one of the Kasatha. You see another person who is of the same species as Rose Lashwin. You can see this single huge blossom that seems to almost form individual petals that are each kind of like longer elements of hair. You can see these blue eyes briefly in the light. You can see Cynthia Sweet. You can see there is the Rep Tusk. You don't see the Stokie yet. But seeing all this, what is it that all of you want to do?
Spice is gonna, as much as she has this strong, burning urge to go socialize, she's going to take a deep breath and go up to her fucking point
Okay.
and not socialize first
You
thing.
take this deep breath, and at that moment, suddenly you hear that Yosoki that you'd seen earlier today, who just goes, "Keg stand!" And then all of a sudden, you go over and see 2 humans who are holding that Yosoki upside down, Skitterfoot, and he is chugging out of this keg.
Spice
It is-
grabs her ponytail and yanks on Bubbles' leash and is like, we have to go right now.
Oh, he was like, to pull forward.
Bubs is kind of like trying to lead you with the
jealous.
leash.
Yeah, so Bub's definitely a power bottom, but he's like surging
Ooh,
forward.
fun. Okay.
And
Interesting.
you make your way over to this party. Spice, you and Bubs make your way and begin to climb up the rocks behind where these trees are. All kinds of garbage is accumulated here, especially
Nice.
after today.
Yeah, I bet.
You see still damp. Oh, God, I hate this. still damp pairs of underwear that are strewn across the area.
You know?
All kinds of beach balls that have deflated. Oh no, he's
It's
not
just
there yet.
foreshadowing, Joe.
I will say, as you climb up there and the rest of you like arrive right around where that log is, behind you, you hear other footsteps. And Bubs, you hear Dan, and turning, you see Tiffy. You see Tiffy is pulling like another human woman along. There's this guy. He's human, but his hair is so bizarre. He looks like a water buffalo almost. It goes over his eyes, but it's like close shaved on the side.
Dan, who's that?
They seem to be going over.
How does she know you?
And that would be Tiffy. You can see this like very almost like
Olive
bubblegum
knows,
colored
but
hair.
Spice
You can
doesn't.
see like these little like puffs of color. But she runs up and she just goes, "Wow, this is a huge party.
Oh, yeah. Well,
What are what are you wearing?"
oh,
Spice will like physically shove her off and be like,
She at the rock?
Is she on the rocks?
So like they kind of catch up right as you begin to move your way around to the side of the rock. So you guys aren't quite climbing up yet.
"Who are
I would
you?"
like to be at a point where we can head off Diego before he shows up to the party.
Sure. So there is the parking lot.
Right.
And then you could walk this way, assuming that he parks. And again, this
Right.
is a real bounty hunter with a spaceship. He could come straight from above.
Right.
Can I just, in my ghillie suit, crouch near a fucking, I don't know, like
Yeah.
flora?
I feel like
Yeah,
the
no
three of us would probably like find
And I'm gonna
points to
hold on.
keep
I can make this
eyes.
so freaking
Yeah.
simple. I just cast the spell known coordinates on Diego.
Yeah.
But I have to do it like quite secretly because I need my bottle to do it. So I like go to someplace where I'm pretty sure I'm secluded and
Okay.
Just like go into the costume.
yeah. It's like I have to look down into my jar, which is between my legs. It's just like really awkward looking, but
You go over like a palm tree and you find an outcropping of bark that you can hang the ghillie suit on. So you can crouch down. It's like a tent almost. And you
Nice.
consult with your bottle. Woof, pull it up to your eye. And as the garbage fluid connects with your eyeball, for most people it would burn, but for you it seems to almost enhance the senses. And you see off and deep into the central part of town, this beacon would rise up. Diego seems to be somewhere near, we have the map out here?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got chips on it, but yeah.
You can see Diego seems to be somewhere in this vicinity of Ora's Bay. You are all like way over here, probably.
Right.
Okay, so he's still a ways out.
Still in
Yeah.
town.
So I text the coordinates and like he's
Gibbs, how long do you know? Is this like a instantaneous thing?
it's like
or
a
can-
blink.
Okay,
It's like sometimes I get a little bit of a sense if they're actively moving in that blink, but if they're just like paused, then like I just get the blink.
So you can't watch him move, right?
No, but I keep recasting it.
Okay.
I don't know, like 4 more times today.
That post pizza yawn.
I don't know how to ask it in game, but is it a cantrip?
No, I can cast it 4 more times today because it costs a resource, which
Yes.
I only have 4
Okay,
left.
that was my question.
There you go.
Okay.
So,
So Tiffy,
this costume.
She
Oh, it's
physically shoves TV away.
she like kind of stumbles back into the sand a little bit. You can see Erica, who
on
you
you,
haven't
remember
actually
that
introduced
shit.
her, but you see this
TV
woman,
fan,
a little bit
okay.
taller,
Got
black hair
tombstones.
that's gathered up into a
I'm
ponytail.
gonna try to defuse the situation.
yeah, we're rough and tough bikers. Better not mess with us.
And I'm like cross my arms, like kind of like.
Spice is
Make a-
already crossing her arms,
Make a
like
bluff
not
check.
in like a.
Take a -2 conditional modifier.
So like a
for-
-1 already.
for Spice, just kind of mean mugging over the corner.
Okay, so that's a -3.
Yes.
That's an 11.
An 11.
So
So with the
7.
-3?
yeah.
8.
Okay.
Oh no,
it's
yeah,
an 8.
So it's an 8.
Okay. At this, Tiffy looks really confused. She looks and she goes, I've never seen a biker with a zipper before.
Oh, it's to prevent bugs from getting into the mouth when you're, on the bike.
You can see the human guy who hasn't talked so far kind of like parts the hair from his bangs, and you can see for the first time these like half-hooded eyes, and he goes, that's a gimp suit, bro. And he just kind of
Why are you so
looks and he just
embarrassed?
goes, what? Why are you wearing a gimp suit to a bounty hunter?
I think you're like projecting, like maybe you think it's a gift.
Why wouldn't you wear a gimp suit to a party?
Spice!
What?
These are like my friends.
This girl, she points with her thumb to Tiffy, is your friend?
Tiffy turns to you and just goes, "Hi, I'm Tiffy. I'm in class with Dan."
She squints her eyes so hard at Tiffy. You
I
know these people?
think maybe we've come at a wrong time.
Let me introduce.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna go back to the party. Come on, Erica. And they like both go. And you can see at this point the guy like was walking kind of like in tow, but he turns and he just kind of like pulls and he looks at you one more time and just goes, huh, and just like closes the hair.
Who the fuck were they? You like see Spice like fuming at this point.
Well, they're just classmates, Spice. Tiffy's in my
In your what?
my lab class.
DMs.
On Friday.
Is she in your DMs?
Oh yeah.
No, she only gave me her
Who the
number
fuck was that?
for doing tutoring.
Do I see that they're making it?
She's tutoring you!
Well,
With that,
No!
you like turn and yeah, you see Spice in this like one-piece leather dominatrix outfit, fuming at.
Yeah, like slaps it against a rock.
I walk up to Spice and I say, now. And I touch your sort of thigh and I cast fatigue.
Wow.
Damn.
I've never
That's
done
a
it
downer.
before.
Yeah, so what does that do?
You have to make a save.
Okay.
Calm the fuck down, please.
It's a fortitude.
My tummy's so
Okay.
full.
Oh wait, hold up. Sorry, you don't have to make a save. I have to make an attack.
Okay.
Actually, I guess
I
Against.
think it's a melee spell.
it's a melee spell attack, so it's 11 plus 2. So does a 13 hit you?
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Oh wait! Adding my
Okay,
keys ability score modifier because I'm bad at melee.
Not
Yeah,
wearing
that's-
and
So-
not wearing
Oh yeah, you're
the
not wearing
armor.
armor.
I don't think that affects magic.
It affects KAC and EAC.
It would.
And
You wear
my
armor?
No,
Well,
she's
I
wearing
feel
a fucking leather.
You're the only one that can wear armor.
Not the
on-
gimp suit,
under-
sorry.
None of us have armor on.
The leather
I
mono
have
suit.
armor. Because I don't have
Gibbs has armor.
Yeah, Gibbs
Gibbs
has
has
armor.
armor.
So it's a
Alright.
15.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay, so
No armor, but I've got the +1 to charisma.
There you go.
The count-
now you must save at a fortitude save.
Okay.
So it's got 2 saves to it.
-5.
So I'm gonna take my
So-
fortitude save.
Yeah.
Ooh, nat 2.
Okay,
So
the DC
there's
was
no way.
14.
Yeah, no, didn't make that one.
You are fatigued.
Okay.
And what that does is you cannot run or charge. You take a -1 penalty to AC attack roll, melee damage rolls, reflex saves, initiative checks, strength and dex-based skills, ability checks, and you reduce your encumbered limit by 1 bulk, and you're just fucking tired, man.
And as Gibbs comes up and touches you and just says, "Hey," all of a sudden it's like every time that you ever didn't sleep enough catches up with you.
Spice like immediately slumps forward and is like, whoa.
And yeah, Bubs, did you catch Spice?
Yeah, I catch her.
Okay.
Spice, are you okay?
I need to sit down for a little bit.
Why don't you sit at the rock we had talked about?
That's where we're headed until Tiffy came.
Oh.
But she's like too tired to like look at Bubs straight in the eyes.
Bubs is kind of like at the mention of Tiffy, kind of just like look up and see if I can see her in the distance because he feels like he
Make a
needs to
perception check.
apologize.
Bubs, you like sweep your gaze across. It's getting pretty dark now, and you can see like the first couple stars coming out. And aside from the fact that your
17.
girlfriend is causing a scene, it's a very nice night. With a 17, you look across.
Party hasn't even started yet.
You see Cynthia's suite over by the fire. You can see like there's somebody who's like getting ready to run and jump over this huge bonfire. You're like, oh, that might be a problem. You see like Tiffy is watching with Erica and this other guy. A few more people have joined their group. And then you like sweep your gaze across and over towards the parking lot. At this moment,
Oh, fuck.
you see headlights get killed, and then a door opens. And entering the beach at this point, you see Diego.
Fuck. I want to fatigue you if I notice.
Old Spice, who is like beginning to kind of like
She like buckles
lisp a
into
little
Bubbles'
bit.
arms.
You can see he is holding a big bag of groceries that he's brought for the party. But at the moment that he sees you in a gimp outfit and Spice in a dominatrix outfit, like slumped over, you can see the bag drops into the sand. And you hear from across the beach, "Spice, I'm calling you out."
We can't head him off?
And because it is 8:20,
No, guys!
to step away for a quick break. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Been
Thank
waiting
you
for this
fatiguing
moment.
Spice right before this happened. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's.
It is 8:20. We'll be back in 10 minutes at 8:31 to wrap up this session. We'll see you then.
Woohoo!
Oh my god.
The moment.
Costume party.
Yes.
It's Kevin's birthday.
It's
welcome
not even
back.
Kevin's birthday.
I'm gonna tell everyone it's Kevin's birthday.
Oh my god,
Welcome
I love
back to
it.
Mosaic Team 5. If you're just joining us, thank you. If you hung out with
like
us
this.
through the break, thank you even more.
This has got a nice zest.
We're going to jump back into our Starfinder, or Zesty Starfinder
great.
campaign.
Zesty.
Thank you for hanging out so far. Talon, I saw
Nort.
Nord.
I saw John. Hello, and thank you for joining us. We'll just jump right back into our scene here. It is about 7:30, 7:45 at night.
Phoenix Soldier.
You have Shade, who is currently kind of taking refuge off and in the direction of the parking lot. You have Bubs, who is currently in a gimp suit, zipper open. You have Spice, who is wearing a dominatrix outfit and is currently very mad and sleepy. Echo, wearing beach outfit version 2.0, also kind of, you're hidden more in the direction of the parking lot or towards...
Echo would have been cruising around the party area, kind of watching the water.
Okay.
Keeping the perimeter.
And Shane would have been in the parking lot area.
Make a perception check.
We're doing like the, we're covering all the entry points.
Sure.
Nice.
That's a 6. It's plus 10 though, so it's 16.
All right.
Can I have a cookie?
These are really, really
They're
good.
so good, and they're also massive.
Shout out
Emily makes
to Emily.
amazing
Emily,
Shout out to
you
Emily.
really did a nice job.
No, we're
tonight.
good.
Yes.
No, we're not.
That part is amazing. So, you notice right as you walk around there, Echo, the water is very calm. You can see off in the very far distance the walls, the vertical walls of storm that come up against the barrier that keeps this perfect resort town crystal clear in the sky. But the water is calm, almost disturbingly so. And you remember what Spice had said previously. That being said, you don't notice any kind of like disturbances around the party, but you do hear right as Shade ping, you get this text from Shade, like we have somebody coming in, and then you hear distantly, Spice, I'm calling you out, and then you turn and you can see like groceries, like an orange rolling down the sand towards the water, and then Diego, who is standing in the parking lot. You said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, as soon as I see him, trying to go, get to him before he does anything.
Sure. So you rush over. This Reptusk
And I've
also runs over.
Echo and
And you can see he just goes, Diego, and then you like walk over. What are you saying?
say, Diego, can we speak privately for a moment?
You can see he looks mad. His like a gaze fixed on Spice. He turns.
Spice
he looks
does
at you.
the finger motion towards her.
Don't do that.
He kind of like
Why?
pushes you aside and he says,
Why?
"This has been coming for a long time."
Please wait.
He walks right by you. You can see
Wait
you
for
turn.
what?
You're like go to stop him,
understand
and
what
you
you're
can
trying
see
to do.
Spice is like
him from coming to get you.
a somewhat
We're literally,
sleepy-looking Spice calling him over.
I'm gonna,
What is he gonna? Even if he punches me in the face, what?
No, we're trying to keep it from happening at the party.
We're up at the rocks.
I'm gonna just whisper to Spice.
You guys never made it to the rocks
You never
because
did.
you had that confrontation with Tifa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were like right on the edge. He sees him. He's
I
coming
thought
over
we were
there.
up at the
Really?
rocks.
Here.
Are they
Yeah.
here?
No, other side.
No, they're like
other
right
side.
Over
here near the parking lot.
Over
Yeah.
here.
And the parking lot's like a
Like
good 50
by
feet away,
Shade?
but he's coming over this direction.
Okay, so we're like 50 feet off the map, but
Yeah.
like
Oh,
there. Okay.
whatever. I don't change what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna whisper into Spice's ear.
Babe, you've got this. I've seen you destroy.
Can I try to discreetly pull him back with the gravity gun?
I would say that would put us in initiative almost certain.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're trying
There's
to
no
do.
discreet in pulling
And I-
somebody 10 feet back with
And
a
I would
gravity gun.
also say to Spice,
You got this, babe. And I mean, I saw that anger you just had, and I mean that's. I don't know if that was like the best place to
grab
put
his
it, but
shoulder to, like,
maybe if, like if
It's out of my system now. I
yeah,
suppose.
totally. And
At
you know
this
what?
point, as you turn to follow him, the Reptus puts one huge hand on your shoulder and he goes, "You just let him go, son. He's gonna do what he's gonna do." He just like holds you there.
Am I grappled
down
or
towards him?
can I just like...
No, I'm going to
Free
start
myself.
You can try to
walking
free yourself,
up
but
towards
he's not
the
like
rocks.
there's nothing
Okay.
I'm gonna
aggressive
lead
about
him up
this.
towards
Yeah,
the
but-
rocks.
okay.
It seems like, he kind of has seen something maybe similar to this before. For either way, if you want, you could absolutely brush him off.
Can I?
I'm just gonna be ready to, try to help out.
Okay.
If I need to break away from him, I will, but I'm not gonna like do it right now.
As soon as he recognizes that you're not going to break away, he takes his hand away. He's not like trying to hold you there, but he is just like, let it happen.
Then I'm just gonna kind of get closer to kind of, you know,
The two of you
I'm
walk
shadowing
over.
him.
And for what it's worth, is like this big call out happens. You hear like across, like around the sand, people just go, ooh.
Echo.
And people start like going over. You see Cynthia Sweet just like take her communicator.
Echo
She starts
has
recording.
like pinged the group and just been like, I shall attempt to run interference, and goes over to like one of the kegs and just like attempts to like
Cake stand.
not keg stand, but like punch
Keg.
it open so it like the
Ooh.
with the tap like goes spraying out.
So Spice
Make a
is
sleight
also
of hand
going
check.
Sleight
to,
of hand is
I guess.
you know,
on here.
lead him up towards the rock. She's like gonna beckon him to follow her, but she's going to walk up towards that spot.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna assist
Sure.
her
by
like kind of
31.
like standing still and like kind of like being like a you may pass kind of like gesture, but
So
like
you're
not
the bouncer.
not
I'm
super
imagining,
like
you know, you walk up this way towards the rocks. I'm not like walking through the fucking party. We're like in a party.
Yeah, I see.
So, like,
So
there's
you're
a
walking back
way
towards the
up-
woods where all the
Yeah.
garbage is.
I'm
And
not
as you walk over there, you beckon for him. And at this moment, first, you hear everybody just go and like gasp. And people are like, oh, and people start gathering. And then all of a sudden, you hear chunk, and people turn, and you see this gout of foam as this shandy like fires up. It hits the fire partially.
Echo grabs the Yusoki
Yeah.
and just like tries to hold him under the stream.
You just hear, "Can't stand it." And like, yeah, just getting covered. People turn. You hear Cynthia, who's about to take this, just goes, "Oh my god!" Like takes a video of that. Like the most of the directionality shifts over, and in this moment, Spice, you like disappear out of sight into the woods. Diego turns, follows you. You and the Reptus kind of like follow in that direction.
yeah, I'm gonna follow Diego as he walks by me.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
So I'm like kind of like right behind him.
Okay. You can see he turns, and for a second he like goes back, and then he turns and goes, "What the fuck? What are you wearing?"
He's with me.
Diego, it's a costume party. It's a costume.
He turns and just walks right by you.
Spice is like, ass is out.
But Spice, you kind of turn, and now it's you and Diego, maybe like 10 feet apart. You can see Bubs in his gimp costume, maybe like
A little bit back.
Yeah,
I
like
want to give them
5-10
room.
Sure.
Because I know it's
I-
Spice's battle.
Yeah.
Can I approach with concealment?
So Gibbs, given that you are literally in a ghillie suit right now, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Be the bush.
You are
the
in
bush.
these woods. They're getting closer to you naturally. So
Yes.
this is more about can you stay still.
Cool. Alright.
Gibbs is like just existing
yes,
in the shrubbery.
stealth. 9.
9. Okay.
My tummy goes like.
There's this moment where you guys all gather around here. The Reptusk, Shade, there's like a semicircle around the rock. It's like pretty intense. And you can see Diego's there. He looks at you and he goes, "I've been waiting a long time for this."
Spice like lights up a cigarette and offers him one.
Make a
Pleasure to
diplomacy
see
check.
you. Oh, okay. 22.
22. All right. He takes a couple steps forward, just crunch, crunch, crunch in the sand. You can see he looks at you, snatches the cigarette out of your hand,
She offers a lighter.
lights his own cigarette,
Okay.
takes the pull in, and he just goes, "You took something that belonged to me. We gotta settle this now."
I'm all ears, Diego.
You can see he puts his thumbs on his belt, and you can see there are weapons on there, but there's this chink, and he unhooks it, and it falls down to the sand. And he goes, "You ready to make this right?" And he holds up his hands, and you are like in the middle of a circle of people. Are you gonna fight Diego?
So she like takes a drag of her cigarette. Diego, is that what you want? Do you want to fight me? Would that end this all right here? Is that what would make you happy?
You can see he's like holding his hands up. He's like 10 feet away from you. He goes, "That's literally the whole reason I came here." Yeah.
All right. And then Spice will unclick all of her own weapons.
Okay.
I'm gonna just like very unhostile, just like go behind Spice and just like Give her like a
Buddy.
Rocky Balboa kind of like,
Okay.
you got this, Rocky.
Okay.
She
At
like
this-
hands you like
Yeah.
her, you know.
Yeah,
the
I'm mostly taking her
pistol,
stuff,
like-
her ring on the ring I gave her off
Yeah.
her finger.
Yeah. At this, the Reptusk is gonna be like, "Hey, 1 second." Walks over to Diego and just goes, and Diego goes, "No, not right now." And you can see the Reptusk goes, "Oh, okay." And
She
just
takes a
backs
drag.
back
Oh,
off.
sorry. She takes a drag of her cigarette. No videos. And she
Nope.
like looks at everybody in the half circle.
Yeah, nobody here is taking videos. I don't
Okay.
think.
And I would just like.
What
to
are you doing, Gibbs? With your 31, they get so you are currently
No. To stealth?
Yeah.
No, it
Oh,
was
right.
a 9.
And so at this moment, as you
hey,
take this
Gibbs.
drag, as all this happens, you just hear, and those 3 pizzas that you ate, just too much for your stomach.
Oh my god, yes! The cheese bars!
Did that bush fart?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You see the rest stop just goes, turns. You see like the scales like bristle. He's like in combat mode, ready to go.
It's a mulberry bush.
Make it bluff check.
I didn't actually.
I'm going to just give Spice as a kiss for good luck on the cheek.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do it again with the zipper off.
Okay. So you just go,
Oh yeah.
and you just give her a kiss. Fantastic.
You got this, babe.
Awesome.
Can I wisp ally spice subtly?
You could try. I mean, it's a pretty visible effect you've seen
Yeah.
in the past. You're very hidden. You don't necessarily think people
Well, so I don't care if he sees me cast it. I want to diminish the effect of the spell. Like, it casts a 20-foot light. Can I?
Well, if it makes
have
any
do that?
difference, like Spice is like, you know, she's ready for this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but like,
See by her body
I
language,
hurt
she's
you
like, I
and
deserve
hindered you,
this.
and now I want to repair for this, and this would help a little.
What are you trying to do?
Just diminish the. I don't want Diego to know that I'm buffing Spice.
Okay. I would say if you want, you can make a mysticism check.
Cool. I want to reflavor my spell.
Yeah.
Similarly, can I, using my exocortex, analyze him? I know he's got the thing that keeps him pretty durable, but that's probably like dermal plating or something. Does he have any cybernetics that I could overload if things are going terribly?
Make a computer's check.
17.
With the 17, as you like reach out and you're just casting the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You take what is it? A little bit. It's not earwax. That's
It's
for
a
first test.
slob. It's
Right.
snot. It's bile.
So for a second, there's this little fart, and you hear everybody just go, that bush just fart. And in this moment, you take that time to like rustle a little bit and pull a little bit of booger out, and flick it out. Spice, something on your leg itches for a second, but you can't be bothered. This is too intense. Nobody seems to notice as you cast Wisp Ally on Spice.
You get a +2 circumstance bonus to your AC
Okay.
against the next attack, but it lasts for multiple rounds.
How many rounds? Because I also still have your -1 from
Correct.
fatigue.
So I can't get rid of that. But it is rounds per level. So 3
Spice
rounds.
is just like covered in like Gibbs's just like gunk at this point, and just like, oh god,
Gibbs really
so many
takes a
things happening in my
helping by
body.
hurting approach to a lot of situations.
She was preparing for the second battle where you had to fight Tiffy.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. Spice like, you know, it's just like, all right, whatever, let's go.
You're level 5, so it lasts 5 rounds.
I'm going to use
Okay.
my comms to give light to everyone around the group.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like the official like light guy.
Okay. So
You ever see a World Star hip hop video? There's the camera guy, the light guy, the hype
sure.
guy.
So yeah, you take your communicator, you turn the flashlight on all the way up, and
Yeah.
you're like casting this light down on everybody. No problem.
World Star.
You said
I got
5
a
rounds, right?
24.
With the
The
24,
sidekick NPC that just cast light for the
as
light.
your exocortex races and you regard this individual, he does have mechanics in his right arm. They don't seem to be designed to make him stronger. There's no weaponry. It seems to be more of like a prosthetic. Not the entire thing. You see like biology to the fingers, but definitely some damage there at some point. Other than that, all biological.
This is great.
There's nothing mechanical. There's no dermal plating. There is nothing of that nature.
Okay. I'd say if he's gonna throw like a haymaker or something with that arm, I would like to try and overload it so that it like locks up or
Okay,
something
sure.
before
So you prepare that action.
Yeah,
No
just
problem.
in case if he's about to knock Spice out with a punch.
I would also like to prepare an action with my light, but I'll say it when it happens.
Well, what is the action if you're preparing it? You got to pre-say it.
I would like to shine it in Diego's eye.
Okay, so you're getting ready to shine up a light. Okay, very fair fight that we're having here.
Yeah,
Echoes.
Spice is just like, guys, you are offending me by how much you don't trust me right
I
now.
haven't done anything.
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet.
Nobody's done anything. Yeah, they're not even trusting you to.
Olive is
screw you up.
offended by how much you don't trust
Hey,
Spice.
I took off your rings.
Just so
I gave
you
you a
don't
back
get
massage.
punched to death, I'm letting you fight it out. 'Cause, like,
I'm good with this. This
yeah,
seems like
I'm
a consequence
fine
of
with
your
it
action.
as long as you don't die. Like, if he's gonna throw a punch that knocks you
Echo's
out, then I'll
cruising the
like
party, just,
slow
like,
it down.
making sure no one's
But-
headed over behind the rock.
Bubs, if you get punched, that's fine with Shade.
Bubs
Like,
is your
it's
number one
kinda-
fan.
Nice job.
He's got
knows
a
you
point.
got
It's been
this.
coming for a while.
29.
The 29. With the 29, you begin to look, kind of searching for anybody who might be coming. You look over and you can see, like, hammered. First of all, there are 2 kegs of what is called Shrimper Shandy. One of them, you've cracked the nozzle off of it, sprayed everywhere. And this Yusoki, Skitterfoot, is wrecked. You can see, like, the eyes, like, half open. He is so drunk now because you just held him. Basically, you waterboarded him with alcohol. So you could see he's kind of, like, moving around. You see this human, like, take a running start and leap over the fire. There's, like, fire that gets displaced by this, and you can see they have to, like, pat out their shoe a little bit. You can see the person that's really drunk is, like, watching this with some interest. There are, like, things happening that may be a problem later, but there's nobody going to look at this fight.
This is great. As long as people are focused on the idiots at the party, Echo's happy.
Excellent. With 29, you look out, and there is something different to the water. It's flat. Not that there are fewer waves or anything of that nature, but there's not a single beach ball on there, for what it's worth. Spice, are you going to fight Diego?
Yeah, she puts her fists up, but I'm not gonna fight like you think I'm gonna fight.
That's my
Fantastic.
girl.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Kick his ass.
What I would say is
So minus
everybody
one.
roll for initiative, because there's a few things happening.
Ooh, sorry.
Use the big one. Use the big one.
There you go.
I hate you, big one. You're mean to me today.
All right. Anybody natural 20? All right. 25 to 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 24. Shade. All right. 20 to 15?
16.
16 as well. Oh, we match again. Finally.
You're always faster though.
Yeah.
Bubs.
Bubs and
Gibbs.
then Gibbs. All right. 15 to 10.
11.
11 for Echo. Spice?
Got a natural 2 for a total of 7.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
Starting off strong there.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, there we go. So, the way that this works, in terms of initiative, although we are going to start with Diego, who rolled a 15, and then go straight to Spice at 7. At any point after the first round, I'm going to start asking each of you what you want to do, and those of you with prepared actions, at any point, you can jump in with those.
Cool.
So, we are starting with Diego. Diego is going to cross this, like, 10 feet, not especially quickly. He kind of, like, crunches across the sand, and he moves with all the grace of anybody who walks across the beach. A little uneven, but he throws his first punch at you. As he that's a 23, which I imagine is going to hit.
Yeah, duh. Especially with no armor on.
You go ahead and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. He just kind of like socks you a little bit. You're able to dodge most of it out of the way, and as he hits you on this this wet leather looking unitard, essentially,
Yep.
it just kind of slides off your body. You can hear he just goes shit. He kind of like pivots and turns. Spice, what do you want to do?
Is it my turn in initiative?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. I guess it's a little bit too early. I guess she's also gonna try to swing back.
Okay,
She's
yeah, you
going
can
to.
attack her.
Well, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
What I want to do is because she's got obviously super high spiky heels on.
Yeah.
She's going to try to kick him and do piercing damage.
Okay.
Prepared action, shine light in his face.
Okay, go ahead and take a +4 conditional modifier. to
Damn
that.
it, Bubs! This is my fight.
And as
You
this,
can't even tell. It's
as
just
Bubs is like
light.
flashing this light around, he's basically doing it like a strobe light.
Yeah.
And he takes this moment to just shine
I
it straight
said no.
across
Oh,
Diego's
that's pretty
eyes.
good. Okay, so that's gonna be 23.
So you see Diego with his fists up. All of a sudden, he kind of squints away, and you take that moment to lift your leg up. It takes a second because your heel like an inch into the sand, but you pull it out and you jab it right into his thigh. That is, I believe, just 1 point of damage.
Okay.
That is piercing damage, right? Unless you do more unarmed damage for something.
I don't even know where it is on this, so 1 point seems fine.
There you go. No problem.
But also, as a bonus action, I'm gonna be like, Diego, is this really what it's about?
It's 1d3 plus your modifier, I think. From
Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of modifier.
Oh, there you go. Give me 1 second, then. That's different.
It's 1d3 plus your melee attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Spice, you take 7 points of damage then.
Okay.
A little different.
So roll a d6, you divide it by 2, and
Yeah.
then add your melee attack.
Okay, so he also gets 8 points.
Hey, there you go.
Damn.
So first,
All right, it's
he
an even
socks
fight.
you kind of
Here we
right
go.
in the side. You roll with this punch, and as he like extends and pulls the hand back, he has to like pull away. You see something get in his eyes. You take your heel and jab it into his thigh. He
Diego,
groans
let's
out.
talk.
You could hear he just goes, "Oh, why would I talk to you now?"
All right.
That
We can
is-
play it however you want to play it.
That is your turn. That brings us over to Shade. Is there anything that you're doing? Or just preparing
I'm
that
gonna light up a cigarette, keep my ready to action with my exocortex to, like, if the fight is going terribly, trying to stop the fight, break
Heads
it
up
up,
display is like tracking
And then,
that
like-
arm as it moves around.
see if the guy with me is like wants a cigarette.
Not for me, thanks.
I'm watching the fight.
There you go. That is Shade's turn. That brings us to Bubs. You take your communicator. You see that light is effective. Are you just going to continue to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see Bubs, who's doing like the rave dance with his
Probably
communicator.
sound effects too.
You just hear shoo, whew, 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 whew. Phenomenal. So absolutely, it is in this world of like futuristic electronics. Bubs is using none of them. He's using his mouth
Oh my
and a
God.
flashlight.
That's all you need, baby.
There you go.
Pulls
That
up
brings us-
Sirenscape on his phone and is like,
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
Great. Gibbs, anything that you want to do before Diego takes his turn?
yeah, I go over, use my movement to like shimmy over to Shade, but as a bush. So
Sure.
I do it.
Nobody here with their current. If Echo was here, they would probably see.
Yeah.
But you just shift.
And I
over.
just tug on it so Shade is aware of where I am.
Shade,
I feel like
all of
I
a
was
sudden,
already aware,
Yeah.
but now it's like, okay. Yes,
Now you
I
know.
acknowledge
Yes.
that you're here.
Yes,
You see this bush approach you behind the
I wasn't
road.
sure if you wanted me to know that you were here because
now I
you're
do.
dressed as a bush, but now I know that you want me to know that you're here.
So,
I'm like,
leading down, you look over, you see through the ghillie suit Gibbs. He was just sitting there, their eyes still a little wet from the
Getting them
bottle.
hot.
And I will hold like my generic ready to action is until I see Spice take HP damage. That's my trigger.
You got it. That is your turn. That brings us to Diego. At this point, Diego's like holding his leg, and he just goes, "That's absolutely what the fuck it is. You took money from me." And he goes over, and at this point, he reaches out with his leg. He's going to attempt to trip you onto the ground.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is going to be an attack roll. I think he has to be. What's your KSC? He has to hit 13 above your KSC.
Well, it's very likely that he's going to.
It's minus
roll
1
for
plus
it.
2.
So plus one.
Yeah. But also, KSC,
It's
if
11,
I'm not,
right?
yeah, if I'm not wearing armor, is very low.
what's does it count as
It's
leather
still very
armor?
low.
I like that. A dominatrix outfit.
It's your 10
Is
plus your
leather
dex
Yeah,
mod.
like, it's are like basically falling out.
Okay.
What's 10 plus your dex mod? Your dex mod's like 5, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, 21 is still definitely gonna hit.
Yeah.
So
I have +1 dex mod.
with that, he takes his leg, he puts it right behind your knee, he grabs you by the shoulders, pulls his leg to pull yours out from under you, and just pushes you into the sand.
Sure.
You prone into the sand.
Prone.
He's currently pinning you. That is his turn, however. That brings us to Echo. Echo, in this moment, you look across and you're like, weird. There's no beach balls anymore.
Echo's a little disturbed by this. Echo specifically left beach balls
Yeah.
in the water for ambiance, and they were not moving before they were there. Oh, shit. Echo's really torn between, like, watching the partygoers and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So Echo's just going to kind of, like, approach the water, but like doing a crab walk, so that because they're like not quite watching the water and not quite watching the party, but they kind of want to make sure that no one's leaving to go see this fight, but also feels like this might be important to the mission.
Make one more perception check. Take a -2 conditional modifier as you are trying to look at both things right now.
Just doing like this.
Yeah.
-2 conditional modifier. So math. 23.
23.
That's with the -2.
This time now with this party in full swing, there's smoke. You smell tobacco. You smell like the smell of this bonfire going. You smell like beer burning, and you look over and you can see somebody is like pouring out the remains of the shrimper shandy that you broke open because there's just like the dregs left. But kind of distracting. You're not able to see too much more. That is your turn unless there's anything else you want to do, Echo.
No, that's not. Echo wouldn't do anything else.
Spice, you are on the ground. Diego is over you. You can see he looks like he's about to punch you. What do you want to do?
She's going to attempt a bluff check to like make it look like she's gonna hold her arms up, but she's really just gonna let him hit her as hard as he wants.
Sure.
Kinky. Now you're the
Now
sub.
who's the sub? Spice has been the sub the whole time.
Everyone knows that a good dom has to know the limits.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to switch it
Roll
up.
for aftercare.
Oh, okay, so 20?
20? Okay. At this moment, for all of you who are around, you see Spice. It is like this very theatrical, and like Diego swings. He looks like he's just gonna tee off, and Spice just looks helpless. Bubs, for you especially, with your little like rave show going on, you're like, yeah, Spice. You look over, Spice is about to get her face smashed in, and very convincing is she, at least for you, at selling this.
Well, she's also gonna go, is it the money that you want? As a bonus action,
Okay,
whatever
we'll
it's
see how
called,
he
Swift.
responds. Shade, that brings us to the top of the round. You see Spice is currently pinned down. He is going to hit her with his totally organic arm currently.
Yeah, let it happen. Unless it's like, all right, the fight is over. Let's call it here.
No, still like tumbling around
Yeah.
on the ground. Yeah,
Letting it happen until it's like, okay, let's end it
no
here.
worries.
Like,
Bubs, you see Shade just like smoking a cigarette behind you. What are you doing?
Bubs really wants to intervene at this point.
Wouldn't you know, though, when Spice was faking it or not?
Whoa!
hasn't caught on yet.
Bubs, make a sense motive
Takes
check.
so long for guys.
That's really good. That's a 16 plus 3. 19.
You see Spice pulls up her arms and goes, ah, and you're like, wait, that doesn't sound real. And then it clicks in. This is a show. This is something that's being like put on, and you can hear she's like, is it just about the money? And like to a certain extent, if Spice just takes a beating right here, this could maybe end this. And so you kind of get a sense what Spice is looking to do here. What do you want to do?
Just because I feel like this would probably kind of help, maybe. I'm just gonna light a cigarette and just try to blow it into their general direction. Try to get some smoke in Diego's eye. Maybe make the beating a little bit less.
Sure. You take the cigarette, you light it. Pull it out. Yeah. Like, Coughlin, you know, Bubs has been smoking more cigarettes, I think.
Oh, yeah,
And
no, because of Spice.
yeah.
Been picking it up.
And so, definitely, you blow the smoke out. No problem. That is your turn, Bubs. That brings us to you, Gibbs, holding the same action.
I like free action, look for crumbs in my vest to nibble on, like the popcorn in the ghillie.
So you're like holding this, and you're like, and you're like watching this show in front of you.
Yep.
No problem, Gibbs. That brings us to Diego. Diego at this point he's just like, he looks like triumphant at this point, and he just goes, it's about honor. You can't lie to people. And he's going to take an attack, which is getting a pretty substantial conditional modifier. Ooh. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how much over your KSC it is.
I feel like everything's gonna be over my KSC.
Except for like a natural one.
That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as he like socks you right in the face. You see stars for a second. He pulls his fist back and he just goes, admit I'm a better bounty hunter than you.
So Spice in this situation was... Is it my turn?
I'll say you can respond in this moment if you want. It's going to determine whether we stay in initiative order.
She's gonna go, "You're obviously higher than I am." And that's what she says.
Okay. So you're not admitting it.
No, she's not admitting, because also Spice would feel like, Spice obviously has so much pride, but also she understands what it means to have so much pride. So if this guy is like, say it, she's gonna go, well, if I said it outright, he's not gonna buy it.
Sure,
so
no problem.
She's not gonna
So he's
say
going to
it
go ahead. He
outright.
takes a second swing. And in this moment, you could see first, as you kind of like admit, like, you're ranked higher than I am. You could see he's about to punch and he hesitates for a second, and he punches and he misses. He hits right next to you.
How does he miss with a KZ of 11?
Because he rolled a 3.
Plus the smoke.
He's punching sand.
Yeah. But he punches the sand, and you can see for a moment, Spice, you having been in combat, you recognize he missed you, but he takes this moment to like kind of be like he did it on purpose. That is his turn.
He's faking.
This brings us to your turn. So you are on the bottom here. What are you doing?
She's gonna go, Diego, let's stop this.
Make a diplomacy check.
Hmm, 13.
13. You can see he like looks down at you and he goes, "No, you got to admit I'm a better bounty hunter than you." And he reaches back. Echo.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, suddenly you kind of just hear like, it's not bioluminescence season. Oh my gosh. And you see like Cynthia Sweet like run up to the ocean. And as she pulls out her communicator, you can see there is this like in one of the waves, this brief of like blue bioluminescent plankton that kind of like splashes.
Oh no, this is what. Oh.
And then it seems to almost
What do you
become
know?
longer and longer. And then from outside of the water, you see a massive shape emerge. Let me go get another model.
What?
Oh, I know what this is.
I don't know what it is.
Gibbs, make a perception check.
I think
Nice.
we were warned about this at some point, I think.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I believe you.
Oh, you can't find it. I guess we can't find it.
I guess there's no homework, teacher.
I guess we automatically win. A+ is all around.
I put him far away. I got it. Okay.
19.
19. Okay, get there in a second.
Is this something that we all recognize?
Oh my lord, what the fuck? It's a fucking kraken.
You've never seen anything like this in your life.
It's a frog human.
And part of that is because this is not something native to Aras Bay. This is not an introduced species necessarily, Gibbs. From your little hidden spot, just eating your food, watching this fight, ready to intervene, behind you, you hear snap. And in your ghillie suit, you turn, and you still feel very hidden. They don't seem to have noticed you. But off to your right, behind you, holding this small device, you see a woman. Bald, no hair whatsoever, pale skin. You can see it seems like she's wearing some kind of almost like a laboratory technician's suit or something of that nature. And with that perception check, I would see in this like moonlight that kind of hits, you can see she is barefoot, but there is a very like an extra pale strip around her ankle that would indicate something should be there but is not. And you can see they're holding this device, pointing it in the direction of the beach. Echo, at this moment, this huge creature emerges, tentacles flailing everywhere. People begin to scream. You can see Cynthia still standing there just filming with the communicator. This creature...
Get out of there, Cynthia.
And Cynthia is just like, oh my god, I think it's going to hurt me like this. And it's like looms over her. Are you doing anything?
Echo,
Save yourself.
Echo does. Echo sees that like everyone else is like starting to run, correct?
Yeah.
Except for Celia's Sweet, and they just like rush over and like kind of put their hand in front of the communicator camera.
Yeah.
To block the shot.
Hey.
And it would be best if you ran. And they like point back towards the crowd.
Turns and looks and just goes, but I'm the only one that's going to get this video. And like turns it up and is filming it. This creature now looming over both of you. you can see like these blue glowing, almost like strips that up the back. Like if you think about old Godzilla movies when they light up before he breathes fire, they ripple down the tentacles and go up to the back, and then they seem to travel up these eye stalks and these eyes light up. And you see this creature sweep across the party. And because we're entering a second phase of combat that I don't want to start right at the end of the session, this is where we're going to end.
Echo would reply to Celia and say, I won't be responsible for your death, and then like gets their pistol out.
No problem. And so this is where we're going to end for tonight. With this huge creature emerging from the surf, seemingly controlled by this woman in the woods. And yeah, thanks for joining us for Starfinder this session. We will be back next week, which is Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait that long, please, please, please join us tomorrow night for D&D at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a real good session.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
Stay alive, guys.
Yeah.
Don't
But until
die.
then, please stay safe.
Pee
It is crazy out there. We'll see you next week.
See you, space boyfriend.
Pew, 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 pew.